All right, then, welcome back. We are here once again. You know the drill at this point. It is the Manchester United career mode, but we are back with a new season. This is season 2 of The Save. Now, season 1 probably didn't go quite as we planned, quite as we wanted. It wasn't really exactly how we saw it going, but it wasn't bad. I don't know if there's a way to check what we did last season, like a career tab, like there was in the previous games. If there is, I will go find it. Here we go. And this is kind of an overview of last season. I mean, we already know what happened. Well, you already know what happened if you watched the save. If you haven't watched the save, I'd advise you go back, see some of the highlights, some of the lowlights of season 1. But we are here, obviously, with the season 1 here. League objective was finishing a Champions League place. We did that. We finished third, so we do have Champions League football for season 2. That was the main goal. Did we win the FA Cup? No, we didn't. Did we win the Europa League? No, we didn't. FA Community Shield, we lost the final to Manchester City. That was my first ever game on FC25 though, so I'm allowing myself that. The FA Cup, we got knocked out by Southampton on penalties. The Carabao Cup, we got knocked out by Aston Villa on penalties. Premier League, Progress League, well, we came third in that. And then we got knocked out in the round of 16 by apparently the most overpowered team on the game in Fenerbahce. So I don't know how. No Manager of the Month awards, no Manager of the Year award. We didn't have a record transfer fee paid because it was no signings for season 1. We were not changing the squad. I wanted to see how this operated under a new manager, and it better than expected in terms of league, but worse than we expected in terms of cups. Wilkinson we sold. He was one of the youth academy players. Third place in the Premier League, and so far that's our record. The conceding is a bit bad, but some of that was Bayern Deer, so I'll blame on Bayern Deer. I'm joking, but some of them were quite heavy losses, and we can turn it around this year, hopefully. 53 played, 31 wins, 6 draws, 16 losses. So we are here in Season 2. As you can see, the budget has gone down slightly from what it was last episode. That's because I went in here and I renewed some contracts. The only contract I didn't renew, and that is because he's going anyway, was the big man himself. Well, there's a couple actually. These two. Well, I mean, Eriksen's already gone. If I simulate a day, he's off to Fenerbahce, Galatasaray, whichever Turkish club he went to. Johnny Evans is retiring end of season, so I physically cannot renew his contract. But Casemiro, wage demands not met. He was asking for more than what he's already getting paid. He was asking for 140k. I'm not gonna have him be paid more. I was happy to match his salary, but he wanted more. He wanted to stay crucial. It was a bit of a mess in the negotiations, so we're going to try and find a club for Casemiro this window. Eriksen we know is already going. And there's a few that I've put on a transfer list as well. I will show you what everyone is like. So Tom Heaton's transfer listed, Onana stays, Bayern Dier's transfer listed. Might be a bit of a shocker, but yeah. Vitek is transfer listed. Now, before we go any further in Vitek, a couple of things. I've transfer listed all the players that don't have at least great potential because if this is only going to be a short-term career mode, they're not going to get in long-term. So I just feel like players that don't have the showing great potential tag will just not be involved, and I've done that. And I might not sell all of them, but I will definitely listen to offers for them. I will Ali's going out on loan, but only Ali transfer listed because of his potential. Luke Shaw, I'm genuinely undecided on. Malacia, yeah, transfer listed. It just doesn't feel like he could grow any further. There might be a little bit of growth in him, but not by much. And I feel like he would improve better at a different club. Johnny Evans is not next on the list. It's Harry Amass. He's still out on loan till we see him the next day, I believe. I put him on the transfer list, but he's retiring in the season anyway, so it doesn't matter whether he stays or goes. Maguire stays. Lindelof is going to go. De Ligt stays. Martinez stays. Reece Bennett goes. Lenny Yoro stays as part of this squad. He's got some potential, and we're going to try and make the most of that for season 2, and maybe possibly down the line make him into a starting centre back for this side. Al Jafri is going to go. Dallo is going to stay. Mazraoui is going to stay. Casemiro, we couldn't negotiate new terms, so hopefully we can get him out this window. We might have to sell him a little bit less than what he's valued for, but that's fine. I can take a hit on that. Manuel Ugarte stays. Toby Collier still out on loan. Kobe Minu absolutely staying. Jadon Sancho, I will talk about him in a minute. Christian Eriksen, he's going to go. Daniel Gore, he's going to go. I know that a lot of people like Gore, but he just doesn't seem to be wanting to grow at the level we want him to grow. So we're going to... You know what, actually, I'm going to do a backtrack on this. We're just going to put him on the loan list, give him one more year. Mohamed Tam, he's going to the MLS for a year. Stefano Longo, I'd like to go. Bruno Fernandes stays. Mason Mount, unless there's something mad happens on the transfer front, he will stay. Riley Barton will look for a loan deal for. Jamie McDonald, loan deal as well. Mshenga Kamalo, transfer listed. Antonio Guerra, transfer listed. Marcus Rashford's a tricky one. I'm not going to actively add him to the transfer list, but if there's an offer I can't ignore, if there's a massive offer for him, there might be a chance I say yes. Garnacho, he's staying, obviously. Laurent, he's going to go out on loan. Ahmad stays. Anthony stays. Bowman, he's going to go out on loan. There could be a case for him staying, to be honest, but I feel like one more year out on loan will get the best out of him and will get him to a level where he can actually be involved in the first team a bit more. I know he's already had some involvement in the first team, but still could continue that. Ethan Wheatley, he's going to be back. Oh, he's got 2 year deals. Some of these might have 2 year deals. I might be missing that as well. Xerxes and Hoyland both staying. Hugo is transfer listed, and so is Bram de Jong. So a bit of a clear out, and we're not going to replace everybody. We've just got quite a big squad as it is. We're going to try and trim it down a little bit. And of course, I've kept all the players on the transfer hub. I'm going to go through them one by one, though, and take them off if I don't want to sign them. And there's a few I already know I'm not going to sign. There's a few I know I am going to sign. Well, there's one for definite I know I'm going to sign. But we're going to sim a day. I've also just I want to double check this just in case I have forgotten anybody. I think I've put everybody on development plans that can go on them, that it's worth actually putting them on. Like Tom Heaton, he is 39 years of age, 65 overall. No point in putting him on one because he's just going to decline anyway. But everyone else is on one, and hopefully that will work throughout the season. If I feel like I need to change them, I will do that off screen, and we'll kind of just update them as we go. So, like I said, I'm going to sim a day, and we're going to leave it there. So 4 unread messages already. Lots of tasks to do. There's 3 unread emails. There's a lot here. Ali has gone to, is it Cesena? Tam has gone to Atlanta, and Ericsson has gone to permanent to Galatasaray, which is absolutely fine. 4 unread messages from players. Al Jafri, he's happy. He's enjoyed his time here, but he's sorry to go. Same with Hugo and Johnny Evans as well. And Gore, we've decided to go for a loan for him, give him one more season, see how he grows, and if he doesn't grow well, we'll move him on. Review of scouting arrangements, they're all fine, we'll leave them as they're going. But the one thing I did want to do before I skip today, and I completely forgot actually, was the Youth Academy. Now, I'm not going to send all 3 of them out. Not straight away anyway. We're going to send number 1 out, and it's going to be, we're going to send Gale out. He is going to search just in Europe, and I think, in fact, no, you know what? We're not going to go in Europe. This man's home country, Carlos Rodriguez, is going to get a bit of scouting here. We're going to go to Peru for 3 months, and we're going to get a goalkeeper because we can't do a tournament until we get a goalkeeper. But it won't let me navigate. Why won't it let me navigate? Oh, can I only get... If I go for goalkeeper, can I only get a goalkeeper? So, see if I go for striker, goalkeeper's lot. Right, okay, that's fine. I was going to get a goalkeeper and also look for strikers. But, no, we're not going to do that. We're just going to go straight out for a goalkeeper because we need one in the Youth Academy at the very least so we can enter the youth tournaments again. The ones we had have been promoted. We may come back to these in a little while, but just for now, the first focus is to find a goalkeeper that can play with some of these Youth Academy players and we can enter those tournaments to improve them. Now, transfer-wise, we know what money we've got. We know where we're standing. 180 million now because Ericsson's has gone through. And we are really just going to be debating what to do here because I don't want to make any mistakes. I don't want to make any wrong turns. I don't want to make anyone upset. So taking a look at some of these, a few of these players have been listed as surplus to requirements. Johnny Evans, honestly, he probably won't get an offer, and if he doesn't get an offer, or if he doesn't go somehow, I'm not really too fussed. Kelly has gone to PSG on a free. That's huge. Bayer Leverkusen has joined. Sampa's joined Bayer Leverkusen. Fuck me. Griezmann could go to Spurs. Sedilla go West Brom. Some early kind of news here. And as we go into the second season, we're going to sim a few days. I'm not going to sign anyone just yet, but we will be signing people throughout this window. I just want to see what we get first for a little bit. First and foremost, Mshengu, Kamalo. We're going to just try and release. If we don't, I don't want to say release, but if we don't get offers for these guys, they're just going to have to maybe get released. I know I said I didn't want to, but I feel like I just can't seem to get rid. Two offers here. Diogo Dallo from Inter Milan, not on your Nelly. And Kumalo, another offer from Deportivo Riestra. Now, the thing is, I think I've said in the last episode, and I will say it again this episode, I know what I'm looking for. I know what I want to sign. At the very least, another left back. So Mazraoui doesn't have to stretch over both sides. Shaw has some competition. We've got a bit more, just a bit more depth overall. So another left back is what would be the main one. Centre mid as well. Casemiro will hopefully find a way out of this club. If he doesn't, then I guess we'll just have to stick with him. But there's no way he's going to get crucial game time, so he's going to get pissed off. Hopefully we can find a route out for Casemiro. We bring in a midfielder, and I think I know who I want to bring in, but I don't know who. I don't know for definite if I will bring him in. There's the money. Because his club made the Champions League, but maybe he would like a bit more, a bit more success in a bigger place, perhaps. Riley Barton gets an offer from Getafe. I'm happy to accept that. I was wondering whether I should go in and negotiate the contract a little bit, but if it drops down or if it somehow doesn't work out, for the next offer we will do that. We've also got one from, who is this? For Longo, it is from St. Louis City. We're just accepting whatever we can for him at this point. And Riley Barton also has a loan deal from Anderlecht. So we will chuck that for a year as well. I think another year for Barton and Bowman will get them to where they are, because in 6 months they went up about 7 or 8 overall, so a full season, goodness knows. And Bram de Jong has got an offer here from Willem. I keep thinking this is his home country because he's called de Jong, but he was actually, I think he's Surinamese if I remember correctly. I might be wrong with the flag though. Roman Bowman, we are gonna go in here and we're gonna sort the wage out, because he is the one, obviously the one that's going to be the most successful in my opinion out of Bowman and Barton. I do like them both, but Bowman is the one that, yeah, they only want to take him on if they can buy him later, not on your Nelly. And of course, if we somehow don't get a loan offer from Bowman or Barton, and we don't get a loan deal through, I'm absolutely going to rotate them into the team. There's no way that they're just going to get left on the sidelines, because they are two of the highest potential players in Manchester United right now. So we'll see what happens with the Barton loan deals. Bowman's first one has been declined. Review the training plans. They should all be on performances, just to keep sharp for the new season ahead, and they are. Okay. Three more unread emails. Interested Timber. Quentin Timber was someone I was looking at. I'm not going to go for him. Don't worry. I'm going to look for a more defensive midfielder now we've got this formation. And I think, again, I know who I'm going to go for, but we'll just keep an eye on kind of situations. First and foremost, Jamie McDonald, a loan offer from Everton. I'm happy to let it go through, but he's going to need game time. So if it doesn't go through, it's not the end of the world. Bayern Deer from Stad Rennes. I'm going to try and negotiate just a tiny bit more out of this. I want to see if I'm going to go for 13.5. I want to see if we can push it up to its maximum, because I don't hate Bayern Deer, I just don't rate him. I don't rate what they've just accepted it. We could have probably gone for more. I don't rate him in this game so far. It just felt a bit shaky for us. And the thing is, his replacement might not be too much better, but I know his replacement really well. Matthias de Ligt offer from Liverpool, not a chance, not a singular chance, ever. I don't think he's just going to leave full stop, but especially to a rival. For reference as well, I'm going to go into the pre-season tournament. However, I'm not going to play it. Griezmann has made the move to Spurs. Longo will not be going. Of course he won't. Fuck me. I just want to sell a player and he just doesn't want to go. As we continue then looking at the offers, Leeds now come in for Jamie McDonald. I would prefer Leeds because I believe they're still in the Championship. Unless they won the playoffs, in which case it won't be. And then Atalanta have also come in for Bayern Deer. And again, I'll set the benchmark at the same price. 13.5 million is the valuation we've slapped on him. And Atalanta happy to pay that as well. And again, I don't hate Bayern Deer, but I just feel like in this career mode, he isn't what I want as a backup. as we continue now. There looks like there's going to be an exit here. I think that's Riley Barton's loan deal going through. I could be wrong though. But exit number 1. Riley Barton makes his move to Spain for a year. I was hoping that would go through quite quickly and simply. We are covering the whole wage, which is fine. I'm not really too fussed about that. Makoko has gone to Milan from Dortmund. We'll keep an eye on the actual other transfers as we go through this episode. And this is going to be a slightly shorter episode as well, as you know. If you don't know my videos by now, you'll get to know them if you're going to watch this series. We only do the first game of the season just to open up the first episode of a new season, just to kind of get ourselves, ready to go for the new season ahead. Manchester City want Matthias de Ligt. I mean, I'm not going to sell him at all, but to a rival, hell no. Rayo Vallecano have come in now for Roman Bowman. We're going to go in and just see what their offer is. I would like to obviously just loan him, but they might want him on a permanent just because you know how good he is. They are happy to loan him. And if there's a wage issue, I'm happy to kind of, take most of the brunt on. I'm happy to bear the brunt if it does mean that he gets to go to a club where he'll get football. And I believe Rayo Vallecano are in the second division in Spain, so he will get a lot of football. And I don't think there's any more offers to contend with just now. I'm also waiting for something, by the way, before I make any offers for anyone. There is another thing I am waiting for before we do actually make a move ourselves. I'm not just wasting time here. There is something I'm waiting for. Rasmus Højlund getting an offer from Celta Vigo. Not in your life, not after last season. Sharing the golden boot and then going to Celta Vigo. Not going to happen. And Roman Bowman gets another offer from Mainz. I'm just going in to negotiate so there's no issues, just to give Roman Bowman the best chance of getting a loan without me having to panic because he hasn't got one in time. And again, even if he grows madly, we can always recall him in January perhaps. And an 80-20 split again. I'm happy to do 80-20 splits. It means that we're paying most of it, but they're paying a little bit that they can afford. And Everton have accepted the loan deal from McDonald. And Reece Bennett, I'm just happy to let him go for whatever price. I'm not going to negotiate over pennies. Another exit through the door now. It is Bayindir, I think. Nothing against the lad, but I just don't. He doesn't seem to work for me. He didn't seem to work in the kind of continental football last season, and cup football just didn't seem to really gel for me, to be honest. And it's not that I don't hate him in real life, because he is a decent backup, but in terms of this career mode, I think he could try somewhere new. And maybe he'll be better somewhere new, I'm unsure, but we've done it now. Bayindir has moved to Rennes, 13.5 million. I think it's a very good fee. I could have got 16.9, right? Fair enough. I feel like I've put in a good value that makes sense. And Bayindir, obviously the move has broken down to Atalanta because he's chosen Rennes. That's fine. Al Jafri, he is being approached by Gornik Jaberge. I would like some of these. See, when I sell some of these younger players, I'd like them to stay in the English division, really. But it's more often than not that none of the League One and League Two teams actually come in for them, and I don't understand why. But anyway, Heaton gets another offer. We're just going to accept whatever we get for him. And obviously, if he probably won't go, and if he doesn't, it's not the end of the world. Although I would like to not have to pay his wage. So Laurent here, we're going to delegate, and if it doesn't go through, the next one, if he gets another one, hopefully, we will go in and conversate with, because he's also got potential to be special. So he's definitely a boy that needs some making sure that he actually gets a loan. Reece Bennett's not going to go. I feel like it's going to be one of these windows where they just don't go because of the wages. Lissandro Martinez for Adeyemi at 8.8 million. Now, if I needed a left midfielder, I wouldn't maybe say no to that instantly. I'd obviously offer or ask for a lot more cash, but we don't need Adeyemi. We've got Garnacho, we've got Rashford. We may need somebody on the right, but I'm cooking there in a few moments. Dango to Middlesbrough, I'm fine with. See if he performs. If he performs, he can stay as part of the squad. If he doesn't, we're going to sell him at the start of next year. I do like Dan Gore, so that's kind of I put a bit of bias in keeping him around. And before we go to the part that I wanted to go, this is Roman Bowman. He's exiting on loan now. I don't know what club he picked, but I'm just glad he's going. I'm glad we've got it sorted. It was Mainz or Rayo Vallecano, I believe. And as long as he's gone somewhere, I'm not too fussed. One more year, and I reckon he'll be ready for first team football. Rayo Vallecano was a choice. I believe they're in the second division, and Mainz are in the top division of Germany, so it makes a bit more sense. Now, this is what I was waiting for before I made any moves myself. I'm going to give this man a chance. Now, this might not be the most popular opinion in the world. This might not be the greatest idea in the world, but I'm going to give this man a chance. Because, obviously, it was with Eric Ten Hag that he had his issues. And obviously, he's not ever had the best of attitudes since he came to Man United with Ole as well. But I feel like I'm going to give him one season to prove that he's turned it around. If he doesn't, hell, even by January, if he hasn't turned it around, we will splash for a right winger and we'll send Sancho somewhere else. But I'm giving this man 6 months to see what he can do. As a right winger, he doesn't go up in overall, but he will go up to a 85 very soon, and he'll get a wide playmaker. The dribbling is good. The shooting is not great, which is why we've equipped him on the right instead. He will play on the right hand side. Garnacho will play on the left. I'm giving him 6 months. He has his kind of, his deadline. I don't want to write anybody off, so he will get that opportunity, but whether he makes the most of it is a different matter. I'm going to try and push for slightly more for Lindelof. And Lindelof is one I've got on the transfer list, but if he doesn't go, I will, be upset about it. He's still decent enough to bring us something, but if he does go, it's fine. Either way, it's fine. That's my point. I won't lose sleep if he stays. I won't lose sleep if he goes. So let's try and get a bit more money on him. I'm going to try 13.5, same as we got for Bayern Deer. They probably won't pay that much because he's 30. So hopefully we can find a middle ground. Or they'll just say yes. I mean, fair enough. I maybe should be a bit more, forthcoming with the money. It looks as if Coventry have accepted the deal for Laurent, which is good. Gives him a chance to grow. Dan Gore, I think that means that they're going to accept the deal. Oh no, it's just ongoing still. I think I've all just accepted that. Emails. Bowman loan rejected from Mainz because he has gone to Rayo Vallecano. Al Jafri isn't going. And Sancho's position change has been completed. Now, this is where we're going to start signing people. This is where we're going to start making our moves. So first and foremost, a backup goalkeeper. There was quite a few suggestions. There was quite a few suggestions to even get a first team goalkeeper in. My own personal thought was Restes, maybe down the line. He is not coming in. Diogo Costa. Why is he gone all the way down to the bottom of the list? What's the need for it? Diogo Costa. He is a good player, but he's at Inter Milan. He's got Champions League football next year. He's not coming in. Don't go to the bottom of the fucking page. It's just going to go to Lobotka every time, isn't it? Alex Romero. A good, experienced goalkeeper. Chelsea, though. We're not signing from the Big Six. Now, this one, Unai Simon, incredible suggestion. A fantastic suggestion. And if I was going for a first-team goalkeeper, he'd definitely be the pick. And if Onana doesn't work out, next year this man will be the pick. But for now, we are going to try one more season with Onana, because he did keep joint most clean sheets. For now, Unai Simon, we're not going to go for you. Can it please stop going to Lobotka every time? It means so much scrolling. Thibaut Courtois, as much as he is the best goalkeeper in the game, obviously, and he does go for quite a small price. He's at Real Madrid. They are in the Champions League again. Granted, they lost it last year. As much as I love Thibaut, I'm going to decline that too. And I think you know where this is going, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know yet, Donnarumma. He is, just out of this world on this game, but of course he's at PSG. And even if his valuation is dropping, it's a good time to get him. We don't need him. We don't need him just yet. So, it's down to 2 backup goalkeepers, Dominik Livakovic and David De Gea. And I think you know where I'm going with this, ladies and gentlemen. Dominik Livakovic, or Livakovic, he's a great goalkeeper. Did really well for us against Fenerbahce. but I can't turn down the story. I can't turn down the story of bringing back one of Manchester United's legends just to see his career out with the team he made his name for. I know he's doing well in Fiorentina, decent season in game. They didn't get Europe though, which is why I'm thinking if we bring him back, make this magical return, he'll be open to it and we'll be open to it. We're going to go and bring David De Gea back to Manchester United. Dave saves. I'm personally of the opinion that he shouldn't have left before anyway. Obviously, there was circumstances as to why he did. And that's absolutely fine. We couldn't negotiate on terms. I wish we could have done. I really wish we could have done. Because it means we would have lost some years of De Gea. I know he was declining with us. But he's a man that will always have my heart. One of our best goalkeepers ever. And if he's on the table for around 6 million, they might ask for a bit more, which is fine. If he's on the table for this low of a price, and he can come as an experienced backup, maybe teach Onana a bit about what it is to be a goalkeeper at Manchester United, I don't think this is a bad deal at all. And I think it was Izzy who suggested this, so shout out to Izzy for suggesting this. I'm going to go down to 6.3. And they are going to say yes. David De Gea may be back at Manchester United. Now, can we sort out the wages? Hopefully he doesn't ask for too much. Hopefully he doesn't want too much. I'm going to put him as a rotation goalkeeper, but I think he's going to fight back with important, which is fine because I'm happy to rotate him in if I don't like how Onana's doing. And vice versa. If I don't like how De Gea's doing, Onana comes back in. I'm going to try rotation. They're going to counter with important. I know this just purely because of his overall. But we're going to try it. Yeah, I figured as much. That's fine. There's a lot of competition. We're going to sign him for as long as we can. Return the man. I know he's not got a player face, which is fucking stupid to be honest. But I don't know what wage to offer. Now I'm going to throw down a 70. And we're going to see. That's fine. He's okay and he gets a small appearance bonus. That's okay. That's alright. If it means we can get the man back to Manchester United, it's fine by me. Ladies and gentlemen, once again at Old Trafford, we're going to see David De Gea. I don't know how maybe realistic this is. In fact, it's probably not very realistic at all. But he is a goalkeeper that obviously, growing up, was the keeper of Manchester United for over a decade. And of course, towards the end of his spell, maybe not the most consistent, maybe not the best, but for a period of time, he was the best goalkeeper in the world. And I don't think we're going to get him to that level again, but it just looks good, doesn't it? It just looks good. I couldn't not. David De Gea, and if the offer is on the table for just 6 million, you're not going to turn down one of the world's best at one point for just 6 million, are you? It's not going to happen. David De Gea returns to Manchester United. And before we sign anyone else, I just need to look. I just need to go and have a look. It just feels so good to have him back. He will retain his number 1 shirt. Whether he's actual goalkeeping number 1 will depend on his performances, but he will retain that shirt. 84 rated. He will still have room to grow. I'm looking at the wrong person, but he does still have a bit of maybe room here. We're going to put him on the goalkeeper plan because we've got the sweeper keeper in Andre Onana. And of course, David De Gea has the ability to just goalkeep as a normal goalkeeper rather than a sweeper. I know Onana also has a goalkeeper play, but that's just level him up a bit. Actually, would sweeper keeper be quicker? No, it'd take longer. That's just to get some of the other stats up a bit, like especially the handling. For the love of God, get the handling up. But look at this man. We brought him back, and I'm so glad we did. That was the first and foremost signing I wanted to make. Up next then, and we're going to get it out of the way. I did say to our viewers, Demonade, that we were going to make this happen. And we are going to make this happen. It's another cheap signing. Another signing that won't cost much. So these two signings probably combined under 10 million. There are still some big names I'm going to bring in, but for now, we're just going to keep the business calm. And of course, I want to leave some money over for January just in case things don't work out in certain situations. So I'm not going to just blow it all in the summer. I know we've got money to spend. 2.5 for land and what a 1% sell-on clause. I'm going to remove the sell-on clause and that should be a-okay. Yeah, do you know what? I'm not fighting over 50k, mate. Like, we will allow him to come in. He will immediately go back out on loan, but we will get this done. Tigo land. Seems to be that every career mode now I'm gonna have to have Tigo land in it. Obviously, unless if a Youth Academy career mode, I'm not gonna have Tigo land, but I think for Demon Aid purposes, we're gonna bring in the man, and he will be sporadic. And I don't expect him to get into the squad anytime soon, but he is an exciting prospect. So a very good loan deal. Double his wages is fine. It's only 30k off the books. A very good loan deal will see him hopefully skyrocket a bit and fight for a spot in the midfield. For now, it's a long time coming, but we'll get him in. Does arrive. Tigoland to Manchester United. Here we go. We'll immediately get loaned out, but you got to bring him in. He does have the potential to go crazy. He signed for Villarreal last season. We kind of just stole one of their youth players, but it's fine. I think the negotiation things are broken because there's no fucking way I would have gone for that cheap. And of course, before we go any further with anything else, we'll go in, loan him out, put him on a development plan, and my fucking stream's frozen. Right, so he's done one of the lower ratings. He'd be 68, I believe, unless he's boosted since we signed him. 68, exciting prospect, a lot of potential there. He has kind of mixed stats right now. A box to box, I think, is probably his best bet. And on the basis of that, we're going to immediately find a club for him. He could go back to Villarreal if he wanted. But for now, it is not going to happen. Dan Glore, are they going to agree to deal? Nope, still hasn't happened yet. We haven't actually simmed yet. That's probably why. An exit, perhaps, now. It looks as if McDonnell has picked his club. Everton or Leeds. I'm hoping Leeds. And I know I hate Leeds, but they're in the Championship and Everton are in the Prem, so. Well, we are getting another player gone, and he's gone to Everton. I would have preferred him not to, but it's fine. Preferred him going to Leeds, but you gotta kind of take the good with the bad. I don't hate this, you know, for Malacia. We are gonna ask for a bit more money, but Malacia exit pretty good. See if we can get. It's gonna be a fucking push, but we're gonna try it. Yeah, it's not gonna be the 15 million that I want. We're gonna try and push for 14 then. 14 million. Tyrell. 12. I'm happy to counter at 13, meet in the middle. I want this deal to go through. And if they pay a little under, then they're paying a little under in it, but like. we go into the next then. Redick Vitek, a swap deal. Alpha Diane. He's got a cool name, but unfortunately, he probably won't have a cool future with us. I'm going to just delegate for Dosh. See what they say back. Timber. Is that the Timber I was looking at? Or is that Urian? I actually don't know. That's probably not good. But I haven't seen much of either of the... Well, I've seen a bit more of Urian player than Quinton. It is Quinton that's gone. The one I was kind of looking at. But we haven't actually... Whatchamacallit? Just landed. We have just landed, yeah. Land has arrived at Manchester United. I feel like sending him out on loan immediately is a thing to do to get the best out of him. But he is in a Manchester United shirt. 68 rated. Exciting prospect. So there's a lot to like. 14 years of age. 14 on his shirt. We've got him on the loan list. Got him on a box-to-box. Unless you think there's something better that he could do. I will let you choose his plan, but they're all about the same. Fuck, a box-to-box is probably the best one. But I know how you're a big fan of this man. Box-to-box works, yeah. I will leave him on that then. And another man we brought back, I don't know if there was much interest in, but a man we brought back, David De Gea, back in the United shirt. You'll love to see it. But yeah, Land has landed at Manchester United, and still haven't signed anyone else yet besides De Gea and Land, but we will do soon. Approve offers for 2 potential signings. Dan Gore, that's the wrong page, that's David De Gea. Dan Gore is going to go to Middlesbrough, and Vitek looks like he's going to end up at 20. Laurent, I'm guessing it didn't go through? Oh, it just hasn't been done yet, but we're not selling him. Yeah, we haven't done any other transfers besides De Gea yet, but does that say info on Gyökeres? I'm not going to sign him anyway, but it looks as if he's going to go to a big club in the end. He's going to go to Arsenal. I mean, I'm going to allow it just for a bit more competition. I don't need to swoop in. We don't need a striker. So for the rest of them, yeah, I haven't actually decided. Lobotka won't be coming in. Çalhanoğlu, I just think for his age, he does look good all around. But I want someone who's going to kind of work with Mainu and Ugarte, not someone who's just going to steal Mainu's spot completely. So I'm going to turn him down. The one I'm going to go for, I'm just going to save time. And I know that the club got Champions League, but I feel like he would welcome the upgrade. I feel like he would welcome the move. I think I'm going to go for Martin Hjulmand. And I do think he will cost a bit. Pace, shooting, his defending stats are good. He could probably go at centre back if necessary. He's 6'1", and it's another Sporting player to bring in. Block, intercept, and relentless. He won't get tired. I was between him and Alvarez, but I feel like leaving Alvarez at West Ham. I don't want to poach their players because they look like they're on the up. West Ham look like they could succeed in this career mode, and it could be quite fun to see how they do. Those were the two I was in between. As much as I like some of these other suggestions, especially Stack as well, a good all-rounder. We might still go for him as well, just for another body. I just feel like Hjulmand would be the best fit, personally. There's another Dane in the team as well. We've replaced a Great Dane with a Great Dane. And as much as I like these options, especially Thuram, Juventus are flying in Italy. Kirkchu, Benfica have just won the Champions League against all odds. He's not going to go from there. And yeah, I feel like, for me anyway, Hjulmand, Timber might have been, but he's gone now to Betis. He's just moved. Veerman looks quite good as well, but the pace just kind of sways me off him a bit. He doesn't look as a defensive midfielder. Vermeeren would be a good one for the future. So maybe down the line, if you need someone for the future, we bring him in. But I think Atletico also got Champions League. It's hard to pick, but I think I am going to go with Martin Hjulmand. I know we have Land, but we're going to try and grow him a little bit before he jumps straight in. I don't want to throw him in at a deep end in case it doesn't go well. I'll give Land a couple of preseason games before we loan him out, though. I'm not going to play them, but I will sim them just to see. But I think Hjulmand, one of the big signings. Ever since I saw him, I kind of thought, yeah, this is the guy that can rotate around with Agarte, rotate around with Mainu. He's relentless. I can swap out Mainu and Agarte, one of them or the other, and this guy will just slot in perfectly in whatever I ask him to do. So that's just the money we put down. I think the lowest he said was 37 million, so I'm going to chuck a 37.5. I don't think we're going to get it for under... I want to try and get it for about 40 million, all told. Oh, you know what? This is what I might need to consider. What do we say about this? Obviously, I'm going to try and play around with the transfer sum a little bit, but what do we say about moving Mount across to Portugal? Except, I don't hate it, you know. I'm going to bring the cash down slightly to just 18 million, just so we can try and cut a bit of price off it. But I don't hate this at all. We'll submit this offer. And they've actually accepted it. I mean, like I said, I think I said at the start of this stream as well, Mount wasn't one I was looking actively to sell, but I mean, if it helps secure another deal, I don't hate it. We also need to make sure that Mount actually gets his wages done for Sporting, because he'll want a lot. Bring in Batarina. We could actually as the backup cam after this, but we'll secure this one first. Problem is, whoever we bring in for that spot, they're not going to displace Fernandez. I think he's going to stay for the duration. I've seen other... I was watching a Masterbox video the other day, and it shouldn't piss me off, but it kind of did, that he just threw Bruno in a swap deal to get Wirtz, which I know it's pretty insane to get Wirtz in this game, but it just kind of pissed me off a little bit. It's a little rant there. Because I think he was one of the top contributors for the first season in that career mode, and I just feel like Bruno deserves better than being swapped away. But again, at the end of the day, it's a video game, so it's not that deep. We're going to have to fucking guess what he wants in wages if they don't put it down, because he's on 17 grand. I don't know what to offer, because if I offer anything less than probably 50, he'll walk out. So I'm going to say 50. 57. Right, okay. You know what? That's fine. We'll take the appearance bonus off. But because he's on such cheap wages at Sporting, it's kind of difficult to gauge. And it'll be 60 in the end, which is fine. It's not extortionate compared to what some of the United players get paid. But Morten Hjulmand, we will give him a run out with this team. I do like that we've brought in someone with a bit more experience. Agarte obviously has some experience, but Hjulmand can kind of boss that midfield. And with him in, I think it allows Mainu to be a bit more free roaming and push forward a bit further. Because in the end, Mainu is going to be the starter with whoever he works with. Agarte is good, but I don't know if he'll keep up in the end. Is Tommaso Baldanzi available? He's a wonder kid. I will have a look. But it would either be him or Batarina. I can't get both. I don't want to blow all the budget in the summer. I want to keep some for January, because I've made a huge choice on the right wing, and if it backfires, I want to be able to sort it out. We do need to sign another 82 pluser as well for the challenge. So I'm keeping that in mind. Batarina, he would be good. Who was the other one? Baldanzi. Alex Scott is a shout too. Yeah, but having her, you know, announce the results and be in the team, it'd be a difficult job for her to keep up. I'm joking, by the way. I know you mean the Bournemouth one. Right, Baldanzi. 79 rated, 22 years of age. He's similar to what Batarina is, to be honest. I don't remember if Roma got Europe. He's definitely on the possible list. On the well, now that it looks like we're sending Mount to Portugal, it does look like we're going to have to bring one in, which I'm okay with. Don't get me wrong, I'm fine with that. It's just who do we bring in? Scott as well. He starts as a centre mid, but could work forward to a cam. He's also quite good defending stats. I think if we're going to look for a backup cam, I want someone who's more attacking based. So Scott probably not. You know what? While we're here, we've got these fucking available. Sesko's got a Villa. I didn't even notice that. Let's have a look and see. That's the wrong page then, I guess. Let's have a look and see if we've got anything off any of these reports. If there's anyone that pops up. Just a cam, straight up cam. Harvey Elliott, I wouldn't hate, but obviously he's Liverpool. I'm not signing for fucking Liverpool. I have standards. The Ketelaere, perhaps, he'd want more game time. Baumgartner, he'd want more game time. I think what we've got right now, Batarina or... My brain's just gone blank. Who else did we say? Baldanzi are probably the best options, because anyone else, probably higher than 80, would want more game time. I think while they're developing behind Bruno, makes a lot more sense. But I'm kind of just checking out my options, seeing what we've got about. That's the beauty of today's episode. It's just taking time, thinking about what he is, what we need, what is we need, kind of building this team for the season ahead. I'm really doing the first Premier League game today anyway, just a little bit of gameplay to see how this new team gels. Mohamed Kudus is a shout, but please don't. He is a good shout. And he is one, honestly, he's one I got my eye on. I'll shortlist him. I'm not going to sign him now. Don't worry, he's not going now. But we'll keep an eye on him because he is a good player. He did cook us a bit last season with West Ham. Scored that last-minute winner. But we'll just have him on the list as a maybe. I'm not going to say, yeah, right, fuck it, Kudus. I'm going to say maybe Kudus, perhaps. I know we've got some kind of returns happening this window. Do we want to bring Pereira back to Man United? I'm joking for reference. And Cecil wouldn't be a bad shout, you know. George Hall potentially as well. I didn't realise his rating was that low, actually. Maybe not. I know he's got potential, but I didn't realise his base rating was that low. I was kind of a little scout for Kamada would be a good veteran one, but I feel like a younger one that could come up and take the place of Bruno if we went long term with this career mode, is probably the move. So at the moment, I think it is between Batarina and Baldanzi. I don't see any. Pablo Torre, perhaps. But he's at Barcelona. I don't see him leaving there. That's the same with Batarina, to be honest. I think I'll probably go for Baldanzi because there's more chance I can convince him to go from Roma than Batarina from Barcelona. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And Barcelona might want me to pay the release clause just purely because they need the money. We'll just have a quick check through anyway. See if anyone else that stands out. Minamino, he'd be a good little backup as a kind of veteran one, but also he is former Liverpool. We don't want to do that. Lee Kang in, he'd probably want more game time. Ponso, perhaps. Ryan Cherokee, I'm going to put him on the list as well. And what about a return potentially for Angel Gomez? We've seen rumours about that in real life. What a return that would be. Chukwuemeka's a shout. Gomez shares a birthday with you. Not bad. But yeah, Chukwuemeka would be a good one. If he's still at Chelsea, it's probably not going to happen. They'll want to try and develop him. But if he's not still at Chelsea, well, maybe have a look. Should probably just look at midfielders. That would save some time. Pafunde. He's good, but he's also at Barcelona. But now you're thinking, all these cams at Barcelona, they won't all get to play. So I might go scout Barcelona in a minute. Because there's so many cams there. I really like look at the Ketelaere, but he'd want more game time. He'd want more than what we probably could offer. Now, before we go any further, I just want to see what Barcelona... I want to just have a word with Barcelona. I just want to have a little conversation because it looks like they've got quite a few cams from what I can see there. They're only going to play one, maybe two. In fact, there's no point in doing it. We'll just do the club, see what they've got overall. They've got one, two, three. Ansu Fati's a cam apparently this year. He could also play left mid though. Danny Olmo, Profundi. Yeah, we could probably make a move, try and break one of these out of Barcelona because look how many they've got. They've got altogether they've got 11, 13 midfielders, and what, 6 of them are cams. That's a lot of players that are not getting game time. Batarina's probably a backup to Olmo if I was thinking like a Barcelona. But what about Ansu Fati? Maybe rediscover his form. Or even the Profundi, perhaps. Or Pablo Torre. I don't know. There's a lot of options, but we do need to get one now. I'm going to sim a few days, though, just in case the Mount deal doesn't go through. I don't want to waste money. Hjulmand is in. Development plan for him. Pepe Reina shares a birthday with you as well. That's fucking pretty sick, because he is a legend. Much I hate to admit it. And for Hjulmand, we'll just continue the defending. Weak foot goes up. Centre half ability goes up. And again, I'm going to just double check. I'm not going to do it. How long, theoretically, would it take? Why can't I move him to centre back? Didn't I have this glitch with somebody else? Why can't you move centre defensive mids to centre back? Fucking, I don't know. I don't know if it's a glitch or what. Casemiro, yeah. Hopefully, we find an exit for him. Hopefully, we kind of get him out. Move him to another position in centre back. I could, but I honestly want him to just go. We could try it, but yeah, NA. It would take fucking forever if it happens at all. The only one we could actually move him to is centre mid, and that still take, what, 6 years? I'd like to just find a way to get him gone. I do remember it was Casemiro, yeah, because I wanted to try him at centre back. But I'd rather just try and get the money for him. And honestly, if I don't get the money for him, I'm honestly considering releasing him. Here we go, ×2. So is Mount officially... I'm presuming there was no issue with wage then. Weird. It's going to be weird seeing Mason Mount at Sporting, but I feel like it's a good move for us. Yeah, he's fucking... Look at that pay cut. I bet he's crying right now. He was about 50k with us. He's just dropped down to 15,500 and he's accepted it. Mate, I don't hate Mount, to be honest, but if an offer like that comes in and they say, yeah, we want Mount, I'll say, yeah, alright. And another exit going to go through. Looks like a loan deal. I just don't remember who it's for because I've blown so many people out. Oh, this might be a permanent deal, perhaps. Fuck knows, it might be one of those ones I've been selling for ages. No, it's Adam Laurent. He's gone to Coventry. I thought it might be one of those that I'd been trying to sell for ages and then I just decided, yeah, finally. But no. Alejandro Garnacho was a clear choice for this position. I mean, yeah, definitely. Alfie Hutchinson, who's hustling out there. That's what I'm hoping for. We'll chuck ourselves in a tournament just to kind of, you know, keep this squad together. I'm not going to actually play them. I was going to sim them, but if I can't get a loan offer for Tigo Land, never mind. I was if I can't get a loan offer for Tigo Land, there'd be no reason why I wouldn't keep him in. How's it going fleecing some other teams? Not yet. Well, kind of fleeced Sporting already, but that's not important. We've made a couple of signings so far. We've brought in David De Gea, the great return of the great man. We've brought in Tigo Land as well, as you can see, who we're going to try and find a deal for just to develop him a little bit. And Southampton seems like an actual good club because he's still be playing Premier League football, so he'll get used to the Premier League. And we also signed Morten Hjulmand from Sporting just to kind of beef up the midfield a bit. Hopefully we can get Casemiro gone. But my ideal team, I think the starting 11, and this is going to be mad that I'm taking out the highest rated player of the lot, is looking like this so far. Not much change. We don't need to make much change. And honestly, this is going to change. This is going to be controversial as well. Anthony probably drops to the reserves. and we're going to give this man 6 months. I've decided that we're going to try him for 6 months. If he does well, it's a risk that pays off. If he doesn't do well, we'll cash in on him and we'll get in. Well, I know who I'm going to get in for that right wing spot if he doesn't work. I already know my target, so unless he's moved this window, I already know who I'm going to bring in. Takefusa Kubo will be the man that we bring in. If it doesn't go right, if it does go right, then more power to me. It's a masterclass. But if Kubo is still at Sociedad and we can make that move, that will be the move I make. I'm just going to put everyone on there. No, I don't want to set up any fucking... Fuck off. I don't want to do that. I clicked the wrong thing. Alright. We all make mistakes. Just remember to put everyone on player things. Are you going to play Yoro over one of the centre-backs? Not yet. He still felt like he was making too many mistakes last season to get a starting spot, but eventually Yoro will get in one of those spots, and it'll probably be at the expense of Martinez. Because De Ligt is growing really well, but he had some. I know there was mistakes all over the defence last season, but I feel like Yoro needs one more season just behind these defenders, just to kind of get that experience up, get the play time up a bit, get him more integrated. Malacia, yeah, we sold him to West Ham. Demonade happy about that. I was just looking for any move, to be honest. We could have got a little bit more, but they didn't want to move off of 13 million, so I'm fine with that. 13 million for a man who doesn't play that much for us. Maybe got 3 games, 4 games last season. Do I do this? Not this. This can fuck off. Did they really want to get rid of Adeyemi or something? Because I believe there was a transfer earlier where, yeah, it was Licha. They wanted to get rid of Adeyemi. Has he just not done well or something? I mean, I don't want Adeyemi. Don't get me wrong. I don't want him. We've got an actual Rashford on that left-hand side. And we've got Sancho and Ahmad on that right-hand side, and Anthony as well. The wings are sorted, unless Sancho bottles it. Do we do this? Do we just send him to Chelsea? I didn't want to send him to a big 6, but I just want to send him. I do want to send him. We're going to push for just 20 million flat. I don't want to send him to a big 6, but I don't want him here. And if it means Chelsea have more selection problems, it makes it even funnier. I'm going to say 19.5, and if they don't move, I'm just going to accept it because I want him gone. Alright, 18.8. I love Casemiro, but he's declined. Well, I loved Casemiro. Last season he was alright. But he's declining. We've got the new man in. Might as well just try and find a way out for him. It's very rare that I'm going to be selling to big 6s, but we are. And with Chelsea as well, Casemiro still gets Champions League football because they finished top 4. This is an exit now. Is this Dan Gore? Go to Middlesbrough. Try to keep up. I also haven't even checked the calendar yet. I don't know who we start in the Premier League against. I'm going to leave it as a surprise till we get there. It'll be something like a Wolves or a Fulham or something. Teagleland also gets his loan. He goes to Southampton for the year. Hopefully will do very well and could even maybe get involved next year. Land goes, Gore goes, Hugel and Vitek don't go. For fuck's sake. These wages, man. Do we want to get someone else in before Red Bull Leipzig? Left back was what I was going to do, and I know exactly who it's going to be. Unless he's moved already. He hasn't. Lovely. I think it's got to be... I think it makes the most sense, Ferdi Kadioglu. It's going to bring a bit more pace, a bit more movement down that left-hand side ahead of Shaw. Cam time as well. We do need to get that cam as well. You're right. You're right. We'll do that after. Or we'll do it actually first, perhaps. Are we going for Batarina? Are we going for Baldanzi? Or are we going for someone else who's not on the list yet? Maybe Angel. I've got a return thing going on. I would like Gomez. But I will happily take whatever choice you guys make. I will go for whatever ones you say. Baldanzi. I'm going to take a look at prices as well. We get him for 23. He'd be 27. And he's already a couple of years older. Baldanzi would catch up, wouldn't he, in overall? Battery would be 26. I think Baldanzi is a shout. There was Gibbs White I had on there, who we could poach from Nottingham Forest, maybe get a cheaper price. Malik Tillman as well, we could get from the Eredivisie. But I would agree Baldanzi. If I wasn't, I'm not going to go with my return bias. We're going to get the man that you guys say, and that is Baldanzi. We'll get that done right now. And we'll get a left back done as well. And I think that's, well, theoretically that's my business done for this window, but if an offer comes up for any of the players, if like a ridiculous offer for Rashford comes in, that could change the game. Rashford was decent last season, and I'm happy to keep him on, which is why I haven't put him on the transfer list, but if there was an absolutely mad offer, like a 70 million or something from somewhere, it'd be hard to turn down. But we'll negotiate with Roma for Baldanzi. We'll chuck an initial 23.5 at him and see kind of how we'd have to spend. I'd like to say around 25 million would be the sweet spot. You can fuck off. You can go away, good sir. I'm happy to pay you money, but I'm not happy to pay you Ahmad. I'll match the 27 million if that's what it takes, but we're going to say 25 first. Not a fucking chance of you getting Mr. Diallo. 25 million. He tried it. Do you know what? I respect the effort. If you don't try, you don't get. But there's absolutely no way I was selling Ahmad. If he'd said Anthony, maybe that might have been something. Something I could have worked with there. And maybe I should have gone in for a swap play with Anthony. But Anthony had quite a good season last year as well. So, but yes, let's get Baldanzi over the line and not worry about the cam issue. Of course, he won't start. He will be behind Bruno Fernandes, probably forever. Depending on his growth, though, actually. If he overgrows Fernandes. Obviously, I'm thinking long-term for this career mode as well as short-term. Realistically, this will probably be only like a 3 or 4 season career mode. But this might be something I either continue off-screen or maybe do on the side and just do it less often as well, perhaps. If I do another career mode down the line. Because it's just Man United, it's my club. Rotation, absolutely, he's fine with that. On a 4-year deal, because for some reason he doesn't want 5. We'll probably have to double the pay packet, I think, something like that. Depends what they put down. Did they put anything down? Yeah, around double. We'll take the appearance bonus off, that'll probably push it to 60. That's fine by me. 59 grand. And we've signed another young player who might take over that spot eventually. But obviously does give us a very good option. Younger than Mount. Could get better than Mount. Only paid 25 million for Baldanzi. It's a W suggestion from Demonade. And in terms of realism, it makes sense. I don't think Roma got top 4, did they? Barcelona did. And we don't want to fund Barcelona. They're already struggling. We'll let them struggle. With Roma, I actually don't mind Roma. And honestly, if it said Anthony, I would have been like saying a complete outright no. But because he went for Ahmad, the cheeky fucking bastards, not on your Nelly, are you getting Ahmad? He'll get more than enough game time. It really depends on how Sancho does. Like genuinely, I would like to see Sancho turn it around under a new manager, technically in this save, but it might not happen. And then the left back, I think there's no other option. I do like Hickey, and he's actually available on a cut price, but he's more of a right back. Kadioglu just seems like a main. I know Karkez is there as well, but Kadioglu just seems like the main man to me. And we probably wouldn't have to worry about left back for the rest of the save. Like I know Karkez is near there. He's getting there. And again, he'd be a cheaper option. But I'm not going to sway myself from Kadioglu. A doggy's there obviously as well, but we're never getting him because he's big 6. Although Spurs did not get Europe. Right, we're going to leave the left back for now. Because I've now questioned myself with a doggy because Spurs didn't get Europe. I know I said no big 6s, but speaking of Spurs, see, this is the kind of thing. If they offer a doggy in the swap deal, by the way, they didn't. They offered Brennan Johnson. That's an awful deal. Not a chance. I'm not even going to negotiate. That just get fucked off. If they'd said the doggy in a swap deal, that might have been me saying goodbye to Marcus Rashford. To be honest, we'll try and get Al Jafri away as soon as we can. Now, for now, we're just gonna go to this preseason game. I'm gonna make a second team sheet as well because we have enough players that are actually quality enough to do that now. And I was gonna do it last year, but I just never did. Where is the fucking training plan? Right in front of my face. Let's reset it to a performance-based ting. And team management. Let's get a team out that I want. I don't know why Vitek and Hugel are on the bench. I just don't know. Agarte as well for Hugel. Today I feel bad for putting him in the reserves because he had a decent season, but who else do you put in the reserves? Casemiro, I guess, is the answer because he's going to be going. Hopefully to Chelsea. That seems like a good little team. I do like this already. We haven't gone overboard with the spending, but we've improved. Sancho coming back just improves that right hand side anyway. And whether he does well or whether he doesn't, we don't lose anything. Because if he does well, it's a great fucking tactic. If he does shit, we can move him on without fuss, and we can get our next target in, who I know exactly who I'm going for, and you know exactly who I'm going for. Hillman and Mainu, I do like the look of that. Agarte, obviously, as well. I think Agarte would probably be the starter just now. In terms of overall, that would be the starting 11, but in terms of me loving Kobe Mainu, this will be the starting 11. In fact, probably this will be the starting 11 until Hillman gets settled in, but I feel like it's just a good gauge. And then my thought is have Kadiolu there. He can war with Shaw over that left-back spot. Dallo and Mazurai can have a battle over that right-back spot. We've got depth in spades now. My only other signing would be the left-back, and then I think, personally, I would be ready for the season. But, again, if a mad offer comes in, just don't know. I'm going to keep the same formation. Let's call it 4-2-1-3. This is going to be the backup. So, in goal would be Dave Saves. Where is he? Dave Saves gets in the backup. Shaw would be... I don't know. We haven't got the other left back yet, so I'll just leave it as Shaw for now. Euro and Maguire. We're going to keep money around for January for another centre-back option because I don't think Maguire is going to see this one out. Maz. There. One of Hillman or Agarte. I think I'm going to bring in Anton Stack as well. Just as a cup option. We'll just switch to that. Baldanzi goes there. Can't leave Rashford in the backup team, man. Rashford. Xerxes. Ahmad. And that looks like a fucking strong team as well. The second team looks really good. Everyone's nearly over 80. We have built something really good here so far. So left back, either I splash out on Udogie or I splash out on Kadiolu. Udogie's slightly more unrealistic, but Spurs didn't get Europe. Or did they get Europe? I think they might have got Conference. I don't remember. Kadiolu would set us back 40. Udogie would set us back 50. I'm probably going to end up going Kadiolu just to realism, but I do like both those options. Right. For now, though, we're going to make moves towards the preseason. We go for Hato. I think that's probably who I will bring in if we do bring in our centre-back. I know he's a left-back as well. But yeah, Hato's a good shout. Starts lower than Guardiola, but just as good. That's Casemiro gone. That's what we wanted. The Holy Grail. Everything is good in life. We got rid of Casemiro. As much as I love this man, it was the right time for him to go. We gave him a season. He did an alright season, but the declining means that we needed to part ways with him as soon as possible. And even better, we've binned him off to Chelsea. Which is the best part. So Hato, again, if he's like... I would like to use Hato probably more as a centre back because I think he's pretty tall, isn't he? I think what I would do for Hato is if I don't, I know he's left back in game, but he is 6 foot. What I would do with Mr. Uriel Hato here, first of all, is Athletic Bilbao, who got top four, I believe. So it would be difficult to get him anyway. Although it is an unrealistic signing because he's not Basque, but yeah. If it was going to happen, Maguire would go, Hato would come as a centre back option. I'd obviously switch his position. But I will definitely put on the short list. But for the left back, I need someone established. And I think Kadiolu is established, Adogi is established. I mean, Hato is probably established as well, maybe like a year off being an absolute baller. But I prefer to use him as a centre back because of his height. Club Bruges, we've gone for Lino. We'll take a look at everyone else's shit before the end of the episode. Offer received for Hoyland from Brighton. They must have heard that I wanted their fucking fullback. They must have heard. They're like, yeah. They're offering Brian Gruder, who would have been a good backup cam had I not already signed a backup cam. But we're not selling Hoyland. He's just got the golden boot, for fuck's sake. Deal off. Yeah, we're going to be difficult to negotiate with unless it's somebody we've actually put on the list. Leipzig are here. Mainu wants the game. I know eventually you're going to be looking for a new defensive midfielder. I think I can do a job for you. Mate, you are the person. You are the new defensive midfielder. You will be doing the job. We're going to switch it around a bit. Again, I'm not going to play this because I don't care about preseason, but that team is fucking good. Honestly. Galaxy, Raum, Henriks, Castello, Okeba, Orban, Schlager, Campbell, Elmas, Baumgartner, Silva, and Openda. Werner on the bench. He's back at Leipzig. Oh, yeah, because he's only on loan at fucking Spurs, isn't he? Talisca, Gertruda, Poulsen, Van der Voort, Roger, and Nusa. That's a good, strong team. But again, it's pre-season. It means fucking nothing to me. What we're going to do is we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to go with the second side, actually, just to give some players their debuts. Hjulmand immediately getting the armband. I'm not on board with that. It'll be H-Mags that gets it. And honestly, this is going to be a risky business kind of thing. But why not? Before... Oh, never mind. I was going to say before he goes, why don't we give Land a chance? But he's already gone. So we'll go with his team just to see how, the backups go. See if this is a strong enough second team to contend. We probably will lose. But let's just see. We're going to go long sim so I can make changes if I need to. But De Gea makes his return. Werner as a player gets me so mad. He is frustrating to watch. Because he has everything apart from finishing ability. Oh, Rashford nearly getting through there. I know Baldanzi currently has it for pre-season, but we're going to be giving the number 7 to somebody else. We are going to be giving the number 7 to somebody else, and that will be done before the season starts. Marcus Rashford. Oh, it's disallowed. Offside. Imagine going from Klinsmann, Voller, Bierhoff, Klose, Gomez to Werner. I know. I mean, Gomez was a meme striker, but he was also a very good striker. And then you get Timo Werner, who's just a meme striker. We will obviously switch people around because it's a pre-season friendly. I'm not going to do a full 11 change like I do in real life because I don't think you're allowed, but I'll do as many subs as I can. De Gea beaten by Openda. First goal goes to Leipzig. De Gea is not going to be the De Gea that we know was the best keeper in the world at one point, but it's more just because I want him back, to be honest. It might be might even be a downgrade from buying Deer as the backup goalkeeper, but I want the story. All right. Good save. Dave saves. We wait for the break. Again, this is just to kind of get everyone ready to go for the new season. So changes. What do we want to do at half time? Sancho comes on. Højlund comes on. We need to get him fit and going for a new season. Agarte. We'll give Hjulman the full 90. Delete for Maguire. Martinez for Euro. That we do what we do in real life, where we just fucking chuck on everybody. I think probably the best way to gauge everybody's fitness levels, except for Bruno. Bruno's gonna give Baldanzi the run out. But a lot of changes as we head into the second half. They've not made any. Yeah, number 7 will not be staying with Tommaso Baldanzi. I'm sorry, lad. I know exactly who it's going to. And you lot probably know exactly who it's going to. Ah, Openda again. He is a dangerous striker. But we're using this pre-season tournament to just stretch everyone's legs. They're probably wanting the money more than we are because we have money, which is fine. I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Oh boy. Well, that's the question now. Jadon Sancho, he might get a shirt number change as well. I don't like the 33 on him. I think I know what shirt number he's probably going to get by default. But yeah, Sancho getting a goal in his United return. I know it's only pre-season, but you got to start noting these things down. De Gea's washed and Sancho might be alright. That's the notes I've got so far. Nah, De Gea's been decent. And again, he's more just a nostalgia thing. Oh, off the post by Højlund. I could have maybe tactical managed this, but I would take him way too long. Can we draw level? Oh, no. We've had all the second half, you know. Shaw is exhausted. That's alright, he's sitting out the next one anyway. Go on, Garnacho. Oh, he equalises it late. We get a point against Leipzig. That's fine. I'm not too fussed again, like the Premier, as it's not a Premier League yet, but that's good. That's reassuring. Garnacho still has it in the locker, and I don't think he's ever going to lose it, to be honest. All right, view trading plans. Everyone on energies now. Need as many people as I can for this tournament. Benoni Ali transfer offer. I do love this man, but he's not going to ever be good enough to break in. He had a really good youth tournament a couple of times. Well, he had a couple of good youth tournament games, but I just don't think he's ever going to beat that level. We got Bayern next, so this is probably a definite loss. Hugo gets an offer as well, and it's from Valladolid, and I'm going to make that left back signing now. He won't feature in the Bayern game, but I've been set on it ever since we were rumoured with him in real life, and he ended up not coming to us. And as much as the doggy would be a statement, I'm trying my best not to sign from the big six. So Cadiolo for around 40 million. I think we can maybe push him to under 40 million perhaps if we can do that, or if they want Anthony or something. I'm going to go with cash first, though. I feel like it'd be stupid if we don't go for this. He's so well versed in everywhere. His lowest stat is his defending, I think. Or his shooting, sorry. The next defending. 37.5. Euro and... yeah, right. Let's not take the fucking piss. I'm happy to pay a straight 40 if that's what you want. Flat 40. And they're okay with that. I'm happy to swap a player, it's just not that player that I want to swap. There's only a couple that would be up for debate, swapping wise. Anthony is one of them. So let's get Cadiolo over the line then. I half would have liked to bring Angel Gomez back, but I think with Baldanzi, we get a bit younger, a bit more development, probably a better long-term cam. Let's kick Kadiolu. Pay him what he wants. He and Shaw will probably fight for that battle throughout the season, for that left-back spot. And it also frees up Mazraoui to have a bit of a rest sometimes. His current wage is 84 grand. He probably wants something similar. Let's just put down the same pay pack. We'll put 80, see what he says. Yeah, clean sheet bonus. We'll just take that off and you can have that then. We're on the same wages as what he's earning at Brighton. Brighton fucking rated him highly if they paid him that much, but they're the mid-season and he's someone that I wanted anyway. So in comes Ferdi Kadiolu, who's linked with us in real life. And 1 year later in game, he's going to be the one that comes to us. Kadiolu makes his move. It might be the most popular choice of left back, but I don't care. It's my save. I feel like it's realistic-ish. Realistic enough. And it does the objective as well, which is not really what I was trying to do by avoiding Hato and getting Kadiolu, but it does do the objective at the same time. And he will start over Shaw for the first Premier League game. It's a big call, but also I've also put Johnny Evans at left back by accident and he's got 17 pace. So I think that's more of a fucking international bloody accident. Someone's going to have to take a sacrifice off the bench here. It's going to be Maguire, I think. We only need one backup centre back, don't we? My contribution? Oh, we've done the significant brand exposure. Yeah, the thing you were yelling at me at for all last season, I've done it. We don't need to cry about it anymore. Gyökeres has gone for it to Arsenal. Akanji's gone to Villa. I don't hate that, you know. Tom Heaton. Is that from Bristol? I quite like that. I really want this to go through. Keep him in England, but I don't think it will just because of his wage. Right, opponent analysis. Doesn't really matter because we're going to lose anyway. I'm not really too fussed because it's pre-season. Neuer, Guerrero, Kimmich, Dyer, Min-jae, Palhinha, Limer, Gnabry, Elise, Musiala, Kane, Vlahovic, Bruno G, Sané, Coman, Bowie. Bowie was the one I was thinking of for the right back spot, but we don't need a right back, we just need a left back. Muller and Ito. We've got a left back in now, so I think I'm going to make one more signing before the end of this window. I think I'm just going to fucking straight sim this because I know we're going to lose. Oh, we drew. I probably should have not straight simmed it. Garnacho on the goal sheet again, and Ben Seguir with 2 for Bayern. I just went full 11 because it was Bayern, I thought maybe. Offer from Lindelof for Brighton. I do like this as well, you know. He couldn't go to Porto as he couldn't make an agreement on contract terms. But we know Brighton like to pay their players a pretty penny sometimes. They come with 9.5. I think 13.5 was what I said to Porto. And they accepted it. And they said, yeah. They tried to lowball us and we just said, nah, you're not lowballing us, mate. I wouldn't mind that to go through. Apply the energy one. I guess it doesn't really matter. How long have we got before the Premier League? If it's like a week or so. Ali to Dundee would be pretty cool. Bayern Munich looking at Xhaka there. Fucking hell. That'd be a sign and a half, to be honest. I mean, they always just raid Germany, so I'm be surprised at it. That's not what I clicked. Click the emails. Interesting Kerkez. He's been approached by Spurs. Freiburg approached Tekir. That's fine. That's all good. We got our man. We'll just do a quick sim through Atletico, and then we'll move towards the Premier League. I didn't see who was exiting there, I'm assuming. Lindelof. That was quite quickly completed, wasn't it? He's gone to Brighton for 13.5. That's a good signing for them and for us to get through, to be honest. 13.5 was the maximum, and they just straight accepted it. Fair enough. Oh, Guerrero's just got to Newcastle after the Bayern match. Are they going to move into Cam and move his rating by like 7, like everyone seems to do? Because it would be a good move to. Opponent analysis for Atletico, but first, Peru. I didn't even mean to click on this, but we'll take a look at what Peru has brought us for goalkeepers. We're going to sign one for definite, because we need one for the Youth Academy tournaments. Saul Gonzalez looks like a fucking baller already. 49 to 65 overall, 71 to 94 potential. And he comes anyway. We need a goalkeeper, and he looks like the best of the bunch, but I don't know if he'll hold on to that overall, but we'll see. Mario Quiroga, overall 38 to 52, potential 55 to 75. See you later, buddy. Marcos Blanco, overall 41 to 51, potential 54 to 68. Yeah, bye. Lino Gonzalez, overall 41 to 57, potential 67 to 93. Potential looks alright, but he's 5'11". I think the height puts me off there a little bit, I can't lie. Javi Iglesias, overall 44 to 58, potential 73 to 94. He's only 14 years of age. I can probably take a punt on him. And then Fran Zapata, overall 39 to 55, potential of 55 to 77. Nah. This is the first time I think we've scouted Carlos Rodriguez's home country as well. And we've actually got a couple of decent goalkeepers, and we've got enough goalkeepers to actually do a youth tournament. I won't be doing it today. I can't be arsed. But, or maybe should I do a youth tournament today? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say I can't be bothered. I kind of just want to get the Premier League started, and then we go another day, because I'm very tired. It's been a long weekend. I just kind of wanted to settle back in with a bit of this. Iglesias and Gonzalez both look good. Gonzalez already at 56. Russo's kind of round out his potential. He's at 85 to 91 potential player. It does look very good. Hutchinson as well at 86 to 92. He's still only 15, so we can't even call him up. Some good prospects in this academy. We're not going balls to the wall with it because we don't have any academy objectives, actually. And honestly, I just don't feel like we need to. So opponent analysis, let's see what Atletico do have then. Oblak, Jimenez, Lenormand. Gallagher at centre. I'm going to fucking long sim this because I'm curious about the Gallagher at centre-back. Paquetá, Koke, DePaul, Llorente, Alvarez, Lamar, Barish up top. I don't think they're going to go with this. Maybe they'll switch it around a bit. But if Gallagher's at centre-back, that could be an interesting one to watch. Martinez, Galan, Riquelme, Vermeeren, Saul, Moldovan, and Carlos M on the bench. Alright, let's see how we go then. We'll do a long sim for it, and we're going to kind of mix and match the good and the bad. So Shaw comes in. No, he doesn't. He's exhausted. Why is he always tired? We're going to just mix and match the team a little bit here. Yoro comes in. Dallo stays. Agarte and Hjulmand. Let's see how they do. Bruno, yep. Sancho. Garnacho's already up to 85. Fuck me. Putting Rashford for this one, though. And then Xerxes as well. So kind of meshed them together a little bit. Also going to put De Gea in. That's not where I want to put David De Gea, though. I would like him in his natural position, but who's counting? So that's the team we're going to use for Atletico. It's a bit of a mix and match. As long as you injure DePaul for 7 months, do as you please. I don't know if he's still at Atletico. Maybe I've read his name out. I don't remember. My short-term memory is awful. All I know is we're going to see what we do in this last pre-season match, and then we'll get into the Premier League and we'll play that because it'll be a whole new season. The board want us to win the treble, by the way. I'm just going to say no, that's not happening. We won't be winning the treble, no matter what the fucking boards say. I think we can get 2 out of 3, but we're not winning the Champions League this year unless there's a mad event occur, like something insane happens. Unless something absolutely ridiculous happens, we will not be winning the Champions League. We get a lucky draw in the league phase, we get a lucky draw in the knockout phase. You just don't know, but for now, nah. We also haven't put Gallagher at centre-back, by the way, unless he's not gone for a 3-back. This is a waste of time, to be honest with you. Sancho's been quite active in pre-season. I'm curious how he does in the actual season. There's no point in just sending an 84 rated player away because he's had issues with the manager. Because I'm the manager now. And so far, it's day one, it's a clean sheet. It's back to the beginning with me and Sancho. If he fucking messes up, if he has attitude problems, then Sancho goes. If he plays well, we've got a player back that can play well. We don't have to spend any money for a right winger. Ooh, over the bar by Atletico there. After this, I'm going to check if my my winger target has moved clubs, just in case. I'm not going to make a move for him if he has to like a bigger club, but if he's still at Sociedad, they didn't get Champions League, so we've had the most of it at the break. Not any goals yet. Just going to refresh pretty much all the team again like we do in these pre-season matches. Give other players a run out before the season starts. Anthony's not had a run out yet, it's pre-season, so he can go in. Hoyland, Baldanzi. Garnacho, he saved us in a couple of games this pre-season tournament already. Maz. And Mainu. I don't know why Hillman's got the armband, we'll have to fix that as well. But for now, we've done plenty of changes. See what second half brings. Oh, Mainu's taking the armband. Love that from him. Probably a future United captain, not the current one, because he's only 20 in this save and only 19 in real life, but definitely a future one, in my opinion. Sorry if you can hear me drinking, it's just refreshing. Got some apple juice and I need to drink it because my voice is going a bit. Alright, well, Atletico scored. Can we equalise immediately? We can. There he is, the Great Dane. The joint Golden Boot winner last season finds his first goal in pre-season. The manager also got to stay hydrated, exactly. But if you can hear me drinking it and it's loud, let me know because I'll mute my mic if it's loud. Lighten, you're off your fucking cheeks. Baldanzi. If Baldanzi's injured, Demonade might cry. If it's a long injury, it could be even worse. If we've signed a cab who's just going to be injured, that's a problem. Ah, we couldn't find a finish. I think we're going to draw all three. Which is fine, if we do. It looks like he's run off his injury, we're fine. Oh, okay, that could have been a disaster. Yes, pause towards the camera. It's literally Co-op's apple juice. I mean, if the Co-op wants to sponsor me, that's up to them. 3 draws. We had 15 shots, boys! Alright. Well, at least we're active on the attack. We're doing well on the attack. We just need to find the finishing. Which was a bit of a struggle last season as well, but we've got the players to do it. And just after that match, there is a way out for somebody. Who the fuck is this? I'm assuming this is a loan offer for somebody because I do not remember who is going at this point. Oh, what? Well, give me information. Oh, Tom Heaton went? And so did... Oh, that's Hugo then, it's just gone. So we actually got... Bruv. Bristol City. Bristol City. I could kiss you. You've taken away one of my biggest wage earners that I didn't need. I just want to make sure this is real. He has to be a good little goalkeeper for Bristol. I don't even know if he'd start for Bristol City, that's the thing. He has gone. Play for the history books, yeah, definitely. He is a legend, but we don't need him. Taking up wages. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I was looking at the news because Kobe Minu has written something about Kobe Minu. My man's wrote about himself unless it's just his team who's wrote on his account. During the preseason, Kobe Minu has put a great performance for Man United and is now looking at a spot in the start 11. At the start of the preseason, he asked me for a spot in the start 11. I wonder if it's just a tactic for me to actually end up picking him. Bayern won the preseason. Minu got player of the match against Atletico. And a load of transfers that we'll read after. Oh my god, we start against Arsenal. Oh my fucking days. That is not the first game you want to come up against Victor Gyökeres. Oh, mate. Well, we've got to fucking be prepared now. Before we do go any further, I'm going to make one more sign, and it is going to be Anton Stack, just to have in case of emergency, really, more than anything else. Good all-rounder. Can come in for maybe cup games or just whenever we need him. Where is he? There he is, yeah. And he's only going to be around 15 million. 6'4". Well-versed everywhere. He's going to be our final bit of business this window. Again, I'll always look at suggestions, but for summer, this is us. Unless there's a crazy development next episode, this is us. The crazy development might have just arrived. Nah, Harry Maguire stays. Harry Maguire stays for this season anyway. Well, for the summer. Dude, what? Bruv, what the fuck? No, we'll go 17 then. They start pissing me about here. We're not gonna... What are you on? I'm not going above 17, so if this doesn't work out, we'll get somebody else. I thought this would be quite an easy deal to manage. Yeah, just yell at him. Alright, 17 million. We're going to get like a C or a D for this negotiation because we could have gotten for a lot less, but this man kind of played us a little bit. But we get the man we want anyway, if we do the wages right. The midfield rotation mostly will be Hjulmand, fuck me, Minu and Agarte. But if we need somebody for like a cup competition, we get an easy opponent, or somebody who, like, if one of them gets injured and we need somebody to step in, this is the man. He's good enough in all areas. 78 overall, so he won't want a lot of fucking game time. He's on a sporadic squad role, so he won't complain if he doesn't play. And he's part of one of the biggest clubs in the world, so we'll just chuck 50k at him. See what he says. 70. Let's meet in the middle. I know this isn't going to work, but let's try and meet in the middle here. Oh. It did work. So basically, Hoffenheim just wanted to take us for all we could get. Or all they could get. 60 grand's fine. Meet in the middle. Anton Stack, the final incoming for Manchester United this summer. We've signed what I wanted to sign. Some agent felt greedy today. The Hoffenheim manager felt greedy today. Try to fleece us. We're the ones getting fleeced. We're not the ones doing the fleecing. He's in. Takes Casemiro's old number, and I'm fine with that. Hugel goes. I don't know if that's the business we did, but I mean, fair enough. An F deal, apparently, even though it's only 600k. And Tom Heaton, he goes as well. Good, good. An F deal. I'm not being funny, but I'm not fighting for money over Tom fucking Heaton, right? I don't know how these are Fs either. Stack should probably be like a C or a D. It'll probably be an F because this game's in a stupid mood. Yeah, we'll take a C. I know we overpaid slightly for him. Should have got him for around 15, but the agent felt greedy. We'll keep all these on the maybe pile. I mean, won't sign all of them ever. But squad hub. We need to make sure everyone's on the plan, and I also need to make sure everyone's on the performance focused because we need to have everyone ready for Arsenal. So Baldanzi, he goes to a advanced playmaker, in my opinion. for Mr. Ferry Cadiolu. Anything defensively, to be honest, would do the trick. Just a straight fullback plan, or his offensive stats. You can see who's balanced in here as well, but I'm just going to go through, do it this way, 'cause it's quicker. And it is Anton Stack, who has a bit of room to grow. I'm not expecting him to be like, overtaking Agarte and all this and just taking a spot for himself. I'm expecting him to just be a good servant when we need him on the pitch. Some of his stats have actually gone up since we signed him. They're all in the green now. The shooting wasn't before, was it? Or am I stupid? I am stupid, but that's a different debate. And look at this, man. I don't know how we're not going to fucking have him be, the highlight of this whole save. Do we want to work on his passing a little bit, or do we just keep him on the inside forward and he can just be the shooter? I'm going to just keep him on inside forward. 5-star, 5-star. 85 rated at just 21 years of age. There's no one, and I mean no one, that's going to replace him. But I think that's us. I think we're set. I'd like some deals to go out of the club still. I'd still like... let's go into the transfer hub quickly. There's a lot of players that are youth players that won't just fuck off. I'm going to open the offers for Euro, but these three are just not on the table. And I'm not going to accept any offers for him. I'm just going to open them because these three are irreplaceable, I think, at this point. These few, I would like them to go, please. Sooner rather than later. Oh, well, here we go then. Simming towards the start of the season. 12 days till Arsenal. Can't believe it's such a difficult fucking start. Chelsea signed another player. Shock. They've signed Casemiro and now signed Kessié. Fucking hell. Offer for Anton Guerra, please just go. Just go. Anywhere. I know they won't pay the wages. I'll pay the wages for you if you want for like a season or something. Al Jafri's the same story. I feel like at some point I might have to just switch to loans for these guys. I don't really want to keep them, but we don't really want to go. Why is it every day? Why can't they just come in on the same day? Look at this. 4th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Just come in on the same day. Make your move. Because every day I get one. Every day it stops. And there we go. Bram de Jong as well. Lovely. I'm assuming that executive thing is telling me that, yep, he broke down. Would it be unethical just to release them all? I kind of want to just release them all, I think I might. Just leave them open to fucking offers from anybody. Especially the fucking ones that I've been trying to sell for a year out of the youth academy. I'm sure if I release them, they'll find clubs. They've got till deadline day. Everton have signed Richarlison back. Quite funny. Dallo to PSG. Who says no? I do. Bram de Jong to fucking where? Al Rayed. Okay. Pretty sure they offered for him in January as well, last season. Interesting. A doggy. He could go to Bayern. That's fine. They've got more pull than we do. And we've also got our man. But we are here for the start of the second season. We kick off against Arsenal. I'm just curious now that we know who we're starting against, how do we continue? Arsenal, Palace, Liverpool. Alright, lovely. Cool, that's a lovely start. Fulham, Brighton, Spurs, Leicester, Southampton, Newcastle. Leeds did make it up in the end. Aston Villa, West Ham, then Aston Villa. Leeds, Luton, Bournemouth, West Brom, Everton, City, Wolves, Chelsea, Southampton, Leicester, West Ham, Newcastle, Everton, West Brom, Palace, Arsenal, Bournemouth, Luton, Leeds, Aston Villa, Wolves, City, And then Liverpool. Fucking hell. May's a difficult month. If we're in a title race, it's going to be a difficult one. Liverpool, Spurs, Fulham, Brighton, and then we end our season away at Stamford Bridge. Fuck me. We've also got Champions League to contend with, cup competitions. It's going to be a long year. Transfer Hub latest incoming offer for Ahmad. No, go away. Before we do get into this game against Arsenal, a couple of things need to be changed. First of all, shirt numbers. These are fine as far as they go. I think Cadiola, I'm okay with 14 being his. These are all alright. I don't hate these. In fact, most of these are fine. Hjulmand, I maybe like a little lower if I can. But if I can't, then that's fine. Who's got number 14? Cadiola. 12 seems like a backup goalkeeper one. Right, 19's fine. That's okay. Stack. In fact, actually, this is going to be a minor change. We're just going to swap Stack and Hjulmand around. 18 and 19. I feel like they both fit each other better like that. Because Hjulmand is like the Casemiro replacement, so you might as well have the Casemiro number. Baldanzi, sorry fella. I don't know what you're going to get. I'm feeling a 39 for you, or 33 perhaps. You know, that works actually, because I'm going to change Sancho's. And yes, this is leading up to something, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to change Sancho to number 17. And you can see it right there. You can see it on the screen. The kit number is currently used by Alejandro Garnacho. His number will be changed to 7. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Our new number 7. The man to take on that role. To either make history or flop massively with the pressure on his back now. Alejandro Garnacho wears the iconic Manchester United number 7. Couldn't go to a better guy. And everyone else, in terms of shirt numbers, I'm fine with. I'm so glad how that kind of all linked up, to be honest, in the end. And it all worked out as I wanted it to. There's no real issues, which is good. Sancho's already up to an 85, by the way, and he could go further. I'm not being funny, but I don't think we'll need another right winger either. It really depends on how he goes this season, though. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to kick off season number 1. Psych, it's number 2. If you missed the first season, go back and watch it. Right. There's a couple of people. Mainu wants a game. He will get a game. Anthony wants a game. He won't get a game. Sorry, fella. I can't really justify it. But what I do know is that we are here. And it's not going to be an easy start, but if we somehow beat Arsenal, what a statement that would make day 1. What have they got? I know they've got Gyökeres, and they've not even put him in the team. Yeah, you're lying to me. You're lying to me, you bastards. Of course you're going to use Gyökeres. This isn't the team they're going to use at all. They're lying bastards. Raya in goal, Kirior and White as the fullbacks, Timber and Gabriel as the centre-backs, Rice as CDM, Ødegaard and Rabiot as centre mids, Ødegaard captain in the side, Martinelli off the left, Saka off the right, Havertz through the middle, tactical preset tiki-taka. We're going to try and cut that out with Hjulmand and Mainu probably. I'm not being funny, but Arsenal probably should be contenders as well. They should probably win the whole league if it's not City or us. But I'm hoping it'll be us because I don't want to get sacked, although I know it's not going to be that easy. Just wishing for it, especially when Manchester City ran off at it last year and they've probably only strengthened. So Saliba, Marino, Lamine Yamal, Trossard, Jimenez, Partey and Calafiori all on the bench. Their depth is ridiculous as well. They're not going to start this team. Havertz won't start. It'll be Gyökeres up top. Saka, yeah. Martinelli, maybe. They might put Yamal or Trossard on that side. Ødegaard, yeah. Rabiot, probably by default. Rice, yeah. Kirior, probably not. I'd probably put Calafiori there. Saliba will be in there instead of Timber. I guess we'll see. What I do know is that I know what we're rocking in this one. But first, it's a press conference we've got to attend to put our point across on how we're going to do this season. With Arsenal, it will likely be about ball control. Smart rotational player. You worried that style might be too much for Minu? Slightly, but we do have the options. And he has had a good pre-season. And with this new formation, with the new tactics that we found out last year, I don't know, honestly. Sancho is Mendy. Oh yeah, they signed Ferland Mendy, so it won't be Calafiori or Kiwior at left back. It'll be Ferland Mendy. And Sancho will encourage him. He had a decent little pre-season. He has got 6 months to prove himself. Obviously, if he doesn't, I will be going to check the man in a minute who he will be getting in that position if he doesn't prove himself. And then Bruno Fernandes is Bruno Fernandes. We'll encourage him. I don't know how his pre-season really went. Didn't do much from what I saw, but he is Bruno. He is the man that we call upon if we need a moment of magic. And his name isn't Alejandro Garnacho. Alright, looks like Martinelli's kicked on stamina. Yeah, he won't start, I don't think, by the looks of it. It might be that red card glitch thing. Right. The man that would come in if Sancho doesn't work. Is he still at Sociedad? He's still there. Still available. He'll be the man we go for. But Sancho has got 6 months to prove himself. Let's go in then and see what we can do. We can only give it our best. De Ligt's slightly tired, but he's still going to start anyway. They've also had 2 weeks of energy recovery, so if you've not fucking recovered by that point, there's got to be questions, hasn't there? Stamina 64, man. I wish I could improve it, but he's hit his potential. Onana, Cadiolo. He's probably better to stop Saka than what Luke Shaw is, because there's a bit of a pace difference. And also, Shaw, how are you still tired, buddy? Martinez, De Ligt, Dalot, that's fine. We're going to start Manu and Ugarte. Hjulmand, I don't think it's really the best for him to make his debut against Arsenal. He might get some minutes off the bench, but we're not going to just chuck him into the deep end. Fernandes at cam, Garnacho, Sancho, Højlund. Just going to make sure all the tactics are as they should be as well, because with players coming in and leaving, the player roles will not be correct, and I already knew that. He is an attacking wing-back, which means he'll probably leave Martinez very, very open, but that's fine, because we've got Ugarte that can sit back. We've got Minu who can move forward as a box-to-box. Never mind, he's in the DM spot now. He'll be a deep-line playmaker, but I would prefer him box-to-box. Bruno is playmaker. Why wouldn't be is a question to me. Garnacho, yep. Højlund, poacher. And Sancho, wide playmaker. He hasn't got a plus yet, but we'll get him one. And that is how we roll. It looks good off the rip, and I'm hoping it will play good, to be honest with you. There's a bit of a risk in some of this. Cadiolo getting his first start in such a big occasion. Sancho coming back. Can he do things for us? And Garnacho wearing the number 7. But here we are then to kick off Season 2 at the Emirates Stadium. As well, yeah, Onana as well. Onana's got fraud watch. He did well towards the end of last season, but we do have a very competent man who's returned to the club. We do have a man, if Onana doesn't perform today, we do have the man who's done this a million times if we need him, David De Gea. And we are actually going to just chuck him on the bench because Yoro's tired anyway, although we need a centre-back. You know what, that's fine. We'll bring Shaw off because he's exhausted. Mazraoui can cover either Cadiolo or Dalot if needed. And Maguire can go in there. And just in case of emergency, he does come back, David De Gea. So that is the team. Onana in goal. Cadiolo and Dalot as the fullbacks. Martinez and De Ligt as the centre-backs. Ugarte and Minu the CDMs. Fernandes at cam and captain. Garnacho off the left. Sancho off the right. I can't believe I'm saying that, but we will give him his 6 months. And then Højlund up top. The joint Golden Boot winner last year. Can he continue his ability up top? At the Emirates Stadium. Big, big opener. It's Arsenal versus Manchester United. And we saw their pre-match analysis. We saw their team. They won't be using any of those players, mostly. They'll have Gyökeres up front. Saliba at the back. Mendy at left back. Well, I guess we'll see, actually. but we've strengthened, kept faith in the players that did well last year. We've strengthened in the places that we needed to. If the new signings go wrong, I'm happy to take the fucking flak for it. But if it works out, I'll look like a genius. I think Kadiolu, pace-wise, is probably the only one of the left-backs that could keep up with Saka. So that's a good choice to bring him in. The doggy would have been the other one, but he looks like he's destined for Bayern. Some socks on my feet because they're freezing. Marino started as well in that midfield. Yeah, Gyökeres is there. Trossard probably starting ahead of Martinelli. Yeah, Gyökeres is going to be a fucking pain in the arse to try and stop. I've seen career modes with him in it and how good he is. I've seen Man United career modes where he's been signed for Man United. And if I didn't have enough faith in my strikers, he'd probably be the go-to, obviously. But Højlund, Golden Boot winner. Xerxes, he's there too. If I ever do need to upgrade on the striker role, Gyökeres would be the one to do it if he's not still at Arsenal. But yeah, he deserves a big move, and Arsenal, probably one of the best moves for him. Let's have a look then. David Raya, Mendy, Gabriel Saliba, White, Marino, Rice, Ødegaard, Trossard, Saka, Gyökeres. Yeah, it's pretty much what I expected. It's pretty much what I predicted as well. Will we bring our boys to London? Some new, some old. Onana, Kadiolu, Martinez, De Ligt, Dalot, Ugarte, Mainu, Fernandes, Garnacho, Sancho, Højlund. Some old, some new, some returning. Manchester United travel to the Emirates. Can they get a big 3 points in the first day, or will it all come crashing down before it's even begun this season in the title race? Will Arsenal get an early advantage? Kadiolu, brilliant already. He's already stopped Saka. I'm confident that that was the correct signing, but we're, again, a minute in. It's not fucking go too far yet. Dalot, it's not quite what I wanted. He's meant to just be knocked into Fernandes, but he was marked, so maybe that's why I chose that option. Right, do not commit centre-backs. That's my fucking lesson this season. Do not commit my centre-backs. Great save, Onana. Gyökeres got left open. I had to commit a centre-back there. I thought the other one was going to mark Gyökeres. Oh, Sancho getting pressed. Oh, no. Oh, great save, Onana. Sancho, mate. Jadon Sancho. Keep an eye on you, pal. Yeah, Gyökeres is going to be a fucking bastard to deal with today. Declan Rice to take the corner for Arsenal. It looks as if Ødegaard's going to bring the short option, but I don't think they're going to go short, so I'm just keeping an eye in the middle as well. Martinez doesn't get there. Oh my god. What happened there? Was that a save or was it cleared off the line? Yeah, I needed De Ligt there rather than Martinez. Let's just go into the replay because I don't know if that was a goal line clearance or what. Arsenal have brought the heat. I think that's Diogo Dalot off the line. Ball in perfectly. I knew they were going to go in the middle. I tried to get Martinez there, but number 6, Gabriel beats Martinez to it. And Dalot, yeah, great block off the line from the Portugueser. And to think that people are coming in for him, no chance. Sancho got 6 months ended up having 6 minutes. We'll see, honestly. I'm not convinced of that first bit of action. Sancho, back to Dalot. Mainu, he's got a job on today, but I think he can do it. Garnacho. Oh, tried to find Kadiolu. Garnacho wins it back. Loses it again. Keeping the ball under pressure. Kadiolu stays on side. Ball in. Højlund's asking for it. This will be by Gabriel. That's going to be probably not an avenue we can take today because Gabriel is very good at the back. But yeah, Gyökeres starts for Arsenal. And he is, again, going to be a problem. But Dalot should keep up to Trossard. Does. Shrug him off the ball. The pass is not good. The tackle's not good from De Ligt. Onana holds. I thought that the pass would just be fine. I thought it was a simple pass that couldn't go wrong. And it did. It did go very wrong. Kadiolu tried to be picked out. Not happening. You see, with Kadiolu, he's got enough pace to get back quite quickly and cover what he needs to. But he has been beaten here by Ben White. Back to Saka. Ødegaard, one more. For the gap, De Ligt covers well. It's going to be taken off and low, but Martinez. Beautiful bit of defending. There is going to be a lot from Arsenal. More firepower in the tank. We're going to have to deal with a lot of this today. I've tried to play that off and it's just not done it. Oh no. Oh dear, Mainoo's going to cover. He does very well, and Kadiolu commit the interception. Garnacho is caught by Ben White. Ball could go through here if we're not careful. Don't commit the centre-backs. I said that myself, and I'm starting to commit them. Let's switch back to Ugarte. Yes, I can. Yeah, Kadiolu. Now Garnacho. If you can get past Saliba, who comes all the way out. It's been mostly Arsenal, but we've held strong. We just need to start making our own opportunities here, and that's going to be difficult against a defence like Arsenal's, because we know they're a very good defending team. Kadiolu. Garnacho. Oh, it's not going to Garnacho, it's going to Højlund. One more to Bruno. Garnacho. Back to Fernandes. He can hit him from here. It's, oh, that could have gone anywhere. It deflected off Gabriel. Bit more open from us there. A bit more of an opportunity. And yeah, I don't think it needs a goal line technology kind of move there. I think we know. I think we're pretty obvious it didn't go in. Diogo Dalot saving us early. And now we've got the opportunity. Bruno Fernandes to whip one into the area, perhaps. De Ligt is available, but I should have just probably passed it because, yeah, we're not going to win against Saliba and Gabriel. I should have thought about that. Højlund cat turn past Saliba. Well read by the Frenchman. Yeah, Saliba and Gabriel is a mad duo to have. Bruno, Garnacho. So I've done the right skill move, I've just done it the wrong direction, and it could cost us. Gyökeres is out wide though, that's the only good thing about this. Pushed him out wide, he's cutting in, and fucking up the pass, thank God. Ugarte, get it clear. Just be safe, better safe than sorry sometimes. Saka gets a throw in. Takes it quickly, and Arsenal could go again here if we're not careful. Gyökeres. Close down. Offside, surely. Yeah, 1-2 was the idea, but not enough room for Gyökeres to stay onside with. Yeah, we'll take that. And I'll honestly take a point at the Emirates to open the season, especially as we struggled against the Big Six last season. If we can upgrade to just getting a point, rather than not getting any. It's baby steps, but it's steps that we've taken. Kadiolu. Now Garnacho. Bruno. Probably could have given it to Højlund. Probably should have given it to Højlund. Poor from me. Bobby comes in with a tackle. It's a tough one. Oh, fuck off. Oh, Nana. The fact that it bounced all the way through, by the way, is insane. Still got a job to do here. Great block, De Ligt. Nice job, Manchester United. How that fucking ball went through, I don't know, but Onana's put on a clinical save there. That's an awful ball from Fernandes. It was a long shot anyway, but just did not have anything on it to get to Garnacho. Yeah, it looks like it could be a very difficult title race. Arsenal are going to be in the conversation with all their signings after this. I know they didn't get Champions League in the end last year, but they're going to be in the conversation surely. They switched to the wrong player, but Onana's got it. City will possibly run off with it again. Liverpool are in second. They'll have an opportunity. We've upgraded. We're going to be in there. Maybe not. I don't want to throw our hat into the ring too early, but we do have the possibility of doing it. It's going to go Gabriel in it. It's going to be enough for Garnacho to distract. Ugarte doesn't get the clearance I wanted. We can push him out a bit. That's fine. Great move, great move. Great tackle, great tackle. Oh, fucking, it was meant to go Garnacho. Oh dear, oh dear. It's a bit shaky at the back. I'm going to try and get some half time now. 1 minute of added time. It's going to be the last chance of the half. Cadiola wins it. Oh, it's going to fucking go. Yeah, do you know where I want to aim a header? I want to aim it back into the box. I want them to have it. I want them to have the header. My thought process, and this is probably different to EA's, is if I aim it out of the box, I want the header out the box. It didn't go out the box, and Marino takes full advantage. He's got the aerial plus play style. It's a good header. Banana can't respond. Fuck. I just wanted to get to half time with it being 0-0. I would have been fine. We could have, you know, recovered the second half. But the game does not let me clear it where I want to clear it half the time. Although my passing again has been just shit as well, so it is partly on me. Arsenal take the lead right as the half-time whistle goes. That changes the team talk. That changes the team talk for both sides. I think Saka deflected the clearance, but yeah, typical last action of the half, bullshit goal. Yeah, that's it. It's 45-minute plus. They're going to get something. If Saka did deflect it, then it's not as bad. I'll be less mad about it. But if that's a header that's just decided it's going to fucking go where it pleases instead of where I've aimed it, I'll have a look, because it might have been a deflection off of Saka, to be honest. Let's go into it. It does look a bit like a deflection. So Trossard whips it in, eventually. There we go. Yeah, oh, it does. Yeah, no, you know what? I'm a little less mad now. Cadiola does win the initial header, but it's deflected off Saka. And I feel like that's part of the first half bullshit, but it's also, you know, a bit less to get angry at. So Cadiola, I'm not blaming Cadiola for this either, because it's his fucking debut, and he's done well all half. He has tried to aim the header away, but Saka's just managed to block it at the perfect time, and Marino finishes it off with his aerial plus. Fair enough. No arguments now then. I did all I could. The game did all it could to stop me. 62 at 38 turns of possession. 9 shots to 1. 1 point expected goals to nothing. Yeah, they've been all over us. We need to find a way through in the second half, but I think all we can get is a draw, man, because they are good. This Arsenal team is going to run us all the way, I think, in terms of a title race, or even a top 4 race. It just makes me wonder, have we done enough? Just need to wait for everyone to settle in, I think. Sancho is not a great one so far. Minu's struggled, apparently. I feel like he's done alright. I don't think he's done anything special, but it's been a bit of a struggle for everybody. Cadiola, the best outfield player. Yeah, at least it's not your player being dumb, but still. It's just, you don't want that to happen right before half-time as well. It's the worst fucking timing for it. Let's just go again and see if we can find an equaliser. We've not really created much. We haven't been able to. There's not been anything on. Like that. That's the only option I could have passed to. Because Højlund, I think, ran offside. Sancho was marked. It just is really difficult to find the option. Good cover by... I'm going to end up losing the ball. You're off your fucking tits. How have I got 2 players there and I'm the one that loses a fight? Fuck, mate. I honestly, with tackling sometimes, it's just luck, innit? Just sheer luck. Sancho gets the ball. Try cutting in. Play it back to the goal. Rasmus Højlund. It's blocked and cleared away by White. That was good attacking. That was really nice. If that Gyökeres goal, Gyökeres opportunity had somehow gone in at the other end, I'd have lost it, because there was 2 players and I didn't get either fucking... it's fine. It's shit we've got to deal with on this game. And overall, I'm still enjoying career mode. I just wish things weren't as broken. Arsenal make a change. Trossard coming off for Havertz. I am going to go short with this corner, because there's no way we're winning an aerial battle against Saliba and Gabriel. We need to be smart about this rather than just whipping it in and hoping De Ligt can get his head on it. Calling short Sancho, I think. Towards Højlund, it's away. I know I said I wouldn't cross it in, but those are the crosses that kind of worked last year, and I want to see if it can have the same effect. Agarte, can I get the ball? No. All right, no problem. Go for it, get the ball and win it, you know. Alright, let's just keep our eyes on commit centre backs. Like I nearly did there. Let's come in a little bit. We just let Gyökeres run through. I don't know why it didn't switch back to Ugarte though. Struggling on his debut, but I mean it's his debut, so I don't think we're gonna chastise him too much. I don't think Arsenal care too much. They're ahead. That's the main thing at the Emirates for them. For us, it's try to get back level. I've got nothing on. Sancho, I don't know where he is. There he is. He's probably not going to outpace Mendy. That's the only issue. Mendy does have that pace about him. Which is why I'm trying to get around the left as well. But Garnacho can't get past White because of the physicality. It's difficult to try and find a breakthrough. And I just can't get the ball. They're just hogging it like fucking crazy. Could tackle Minu. Ball over the top. Towards Højlund was the intention, but it's just not fucking done it. And I... Okay. Do you know what? Okay. It's cool. Well done by Bruno. Oh, unlucky by Garnacho. Ran slightly too early. Why is it my... I don't know. I want to be my fucking fullback and it goes to my centre back. Great tackle, Bruno. Sancho. Holland, if you could stay on, mate. Ah, they just closed it down too quick. I wanted to put it over the top to Garnacho. Saw the run he was making. But they are pushing very far forward. We can take advantage of this defence here. If we can fucking pass the football forward! If we can just rob them of possession, we can counter them quite easily. They're very deep. Or very high even. Oh my days. What? Like, what the fuck? Maybe we should have just signed Gyökeres so they didn't. He's a fucking madman. He was always going to score today. They've had so many opportunities. Onana is a difficult one, but I feel like he could react a bit quicker as well. But then again, it's just a really good finish. Breaks through the gap of De Ligt and Martinez and puts it past us. I can't really hugely complain. I'm going to make a couple of changes, but I don't think it'll matter at this point. De Ligt is on fucking his deathbed, apparently. And the only other option we have is Harry Maguire. Ugh, okay, well. Because Yoro was tired, I think. We did that. Gilman can come on for a bit, see what he's capable of. And I don't know. They're just better than us, I think. Well, that and the pass just goes straight to Kai Havertz when I'm in for Jadon Sancho. That's probably another telling part of this fucking story, where the pass just goes not where I aimed it. Part fucking 65. Gallo. So I mean, they're just covering everything. I can't fucking find anyone. Sancho's there now, but he's going to get covered by Mendy. Then again, Bruno. Nobody marking Bruno Fernandes. One back. One back through Bruno Fernandes. We're just staying calm. We're not going to lose it yet. But the thing is, this Arsenal line is playing so high that we should be able to take advantage of this. And potentially get an equaliser, I think. The equaliser's on the cards. They're playing so high. Gabriel committed. Saliba was left just to mark one man. Couldn't mark the other man that was Bruno Fernandes running through. One back for United. And if they keep the line that they're keeping, we should be able to exploit it a bit more than we are doing. In my opinion. Changes being made now. Bobby coming off. As is De Ligt. De Ligt's on his deathbed. And Corby just hasn't really filled me with too much enthusiasm today. I also wanted to see what Heelman can do. But again, if we could just nick the ball off them and not let them run around us like we are doing. They're playing such a fucking high line that we can exploit that. If we could just complete a pass, you know? Like Colin, if he makes a run through here, I mean, the only other issue is the physicality of the defenders we're facing. They're good defenders when they get back in their position. But if they're high up, we need to take advantage of that a bit more. I've got time to do it. It's just getting the fucking possession back is a pain in the arse. The tiki-taka that they've got is very good. Gyökeres is through again. Dalot should get in there, but Onana does get the save anyway. That should have been Dalot's. Maguire came across Gyökeres, did what he could. Sancho's on. Oh, this is a great counter-attack. If he can find Rasmus Højlund. Oh, it's Saliba. He's just a fucking tank of a man. I don't know if I should have passed that earlier or what, but it was difficult to get it off anyway. Oh, the ball just bounces back to them. Part 36,322,000. Gilman takes off a Havertz. And then the fucking ball. Well, it's a 50-50, but it's not a 50-50, is it? It's 100-0. If it's a 50-50, it's never going to be mine, is it? Oh, fucking hell. I feel like the intention of the LB and Y balls just go further than you ever want them to. Daco and Saka. He nearly got the ball back by falling over, by the way. That's fucking bollocks. It's out to Guardiola. I can't believe this video game. I can't believe it. I don't believe it. Why is that not stayed in? Oh, is that Rabiot coming on for fucking Gabriel? Or is it Calafiori? I don't fucking know. Fucking who cares? Game's over. We've lost on the opening day. It is Adrien Rabiot. We need something soon. Oh, Kadioglu. That's good. That's good. That's good. Good play it through. No, Hjulman's been dispossessed, but just aim back to Hjulman. Aim back to the same player that just lost it. It's not fucking rocket science. Sancho could be picked out here, but no, it's gonna go off the pitch. Oh, this fucking game and its long passing is absolutely diabolical. Aswad, one more chance. Pump up the pitch. Give me another goal. See what happens. No chance. Well, I mean, Arsenal. Can they fucking blow the whistle, or he's going to waste more time? Fuck off. I can't have too much complaints. Arsenal, better team. There's still issues with this game. A lot of issues. I do enjoy the majority of the time, but the game is still only, what, about 3/4 of the way finished before they released it. It's, if you don't have a fully fucking done game and you release it for 60 quid, that could be like fraud, honestly. I mean, we lost, but it's not like we lost to somebody shit. We lost to a very strong Arsenal team with some new players making their debuts on both sides of the coin, but they just suffocated us, and that's what they're good at, passing it around, keeping the ball, suffocating teams. 62-38 in terms of possession, 12 shots to 3, and 2.9 expected goals to 0.6. I know it's a loss, but I'm not going to, take this as a bad sign. Our first game of the season is against a team who have all the youngsters, all the fucking insane players. Meanwhile, we're trying to keep it somewhat realistic, and we've nearly brought it back. I just wish I could get the, when I tackle, I could get the ball more, and when I pass, it goes to a player and not to the linesman or to somebody in the crowd. Man of the match for us was Bruno. He got a goal in a 7.8. Højlund assisting, gets a 7.4. Onana kept him at bay as much as he could. I'm not going to blame too much of this on him today. The first goal was a bit of a, those 45-minute ones that just go in. Whoever you've got in net, you could have prime fucking Yashin in net, it'll still go in. And then the second one was just a really good finish. But he did what he could, so no bad feeling towards Onana today. Guardiola, I felt did better than a 6.7, but probably goes down to a 6.7 purely because we lost. Sancho did not feel, great, but it's his first game back. He's got 6 months. You better use him wisely. Hjulman and Maguire came on too late to really do anything. Man of the match for them was Gyökeres, active, making opportunities all the time, got his goal that he deserved. Marino with a goal and assist and a 9 rating, and for the price that Arsenal got him in real life, a bargain. Saliba is just too fucking good at the back. Could not get through him for love nor money. He's fast, he's physical. He's one of the best centre backs in the game for a reason. Saka, he kept quiet the majority of the time. I don't think he deserved 7.6, but he was involved quite a lot in the play. And yeah, decent all around, I suppose. Raya getting only a 6.1, but he only had 2 shots to save and let one in, so I can see why. It just felt like they were just suffocating us, holding us off. Even when we kind of exposed their high line, they caught up. It's a very good Arsenal side, and beyond the actual gameplay being a bit stinky still, it's not a bad loss. It's not one I'm going to complain about too much. I feel like it's a deserved win for Arsenal, but try to expose our high line, and it just... They are going to be at the top, surely. Fernandez did alright, but I don't know. I don't really know. Takeaways from that is that Arsenal are just very good. Minu did not play that well, which is concerning. Hillman didn't really have enough time to do anything. Guardiola, I felt, was one of the better players. Onana did what he could. It's just their midfield won the midfield battle today. And they were just better all over the pitch apart from the goalkeeper area. I think we had better goalkeeper because he kept it only 2-1. Defensively, De Ligt was fine, but he was tired. Martinez was alright. I wish I'd had Euro available, but he was tired, so he didn't get in. Midfield-wise, Mino and Agarte just got overrun by their midfield. Rice, Marino, the guard just overran them. And then we got, the attack. Garnacho, he just couldn't get involved. And when he did, he just got bullied off it. Just like, that's the problem when we come up against a physical team. Garnacho's going to struggle a little bit more. Højlund, he did what he could as well. And Sancho, yeah, we've said about him. He has got 6 months. Didn't do great there, but it's the first game of the season against Arsenal, for fuck's sake. And a 2-1 is not the worst result. Somehow we are bottom of the league. Oh, because we're the only teams that have played. We got the early kickoff of the season, it looks like. Up next is Crystal well, not up next, today. I'm going to call it a day today. Because just opening the save, getting kind of to grips with some of these new players. And honestly, I'm just too tired to go for a full episode, like proper long episode today. So we'll call it there for today. We'll advance up, see if there's any more transfer stuff. We're going to look at what transfer stuff's been done already. There is an exit here. I don't even know who it's for at this point. We've accepted so many. And some of them don't go through. I'm just curious who does. Yeah, at this point, it could be anyone. Stefano Longo finally finds his way out of the club. He's gone to Al Faya, and I don't want to assume that's Saudi Arabia, because it might not be. It might be the Qatari League. I don't know exactly where it is. But it probably is Saudi Arabia, isn't it? Chief Executive Longo is gone. God. Hoping that means some of these other players will go now as well. This is an interesting one. This really is an intriguing one. It probably will be rejected, but I don't hate maybe selling him on. I probably won't sell him in the Premier League if another offer does come in for him, but it's an interesting one. Two offers. From Torino this time. They must have heard me like, oh, you don't want to sell him in the Premier League? Honestly, I don't really want to sell him, but we'll keep him for another season, I think. But I'm interested about these offers. Unless he chooses himself to exit, then fair enough. But I'm happy to keep him for another season. Offer for Bram de Jong. Don't know where. Don't care where. I love this guy, but he's just not leaving, is he? Havertz has gone to Roma? Fair enough. Okay. Mane's gone to Aston. There's some interesting ones, you know. I'll be intrigued to look through this. Vitek for Charlotte. Just please. I don't want to release these players, but I will if I have to. And up next time, it'd be Palace. So everyone's played their first game of the season. We're down in 15th. We lost narrowly to a very good Arsenal side, so I'm not like too upset about it. Aston Villa got the biggest win of the weekend. Bournemouth, Arsenal, Chelsea, Leicester, Brighton, Liverpool, and Southampton all opening their campaign with wins. West Ham and Luton drawing. Man City drawing 0-0 with Spurs. Everton, Fulham, ourselves, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, West Brom, Wolves, and Leeds all taking L's on the first day. But we had difficult opposition, and if it was any against anyone else, I reckon we win. Well, obviously, if it's like City or Liverpool, it's probably a chance too, but new players just gelling in. I don't mind it. I'm okay with it. I just wish we could have equalised it, but the passes towards, like, last 10 minutes, the passes were just like, yeah, we're just going to ignore what you want me to do, and you can fucking fend for yourself, mate. So that's exactly what happened. But anyway, what we are going to do then is call it a day. We'll look through the transfers. I'm not going to go through the news stories. I'm just going to go on the transfer history because it'd be so much easier. Oh, actually, no, I will look through the stories just to see what we've kind of got. I'll maybe look a little bit because, like, Havertz to Roma is mad. Quite a lot here to actually. Mane to Aston Villa, to Aston Villa. The lit one, or Atletico want the lit. Fuck off. De Bruyne has been highly rated at Man City. Really? Would never have guessed. Havertz to Roma. Who's gone to Marseille? Aguerd. Caio Henrique to Bournemouth. Is that a free transfer? I thought it was free. It's like, wait, hey, that's a good deal. Petrovic has gone to Lyon. I don't know who this is. Simon has gone to Man City. Team of the week, we get nobody in there. Arsenal gets Saliba, Marino, and Gyökeres, which is fair enough. Coleman's gone off to Atletico Madrid. That means they're going to win the title in Spain this year then. Yaich even has gone to Chelsea from Nuremberg. Does have good potential. And for now, we're going to leave it there. Benfica and Athletic Bilbao had a Super Cup match. Let's see what the biggest and most intriguing deals are then for now. I'm not too fussed in doing anything else other than that. Obviously, Gyökeres, top deal. He got... What? You'll see the one I'm watching at in a minute. Well, yeah, Gyökeres to Arsenal. Havertz has gone to Roma. Cesco's gone to Aston Villa. But that's not the one I'm even watching at. Alisson has moved from Liverpool to Arsenal. What in the fuck are Arsenal doing? Rudiger's gone to Man City. I could see that. Hakimi off to Inter. He was there before, wasn't he? Did he not play for Inter before? Ibrahim Konate to Athletic Bilbao. They're continuing their unrealistic fucking save. Marcus Thuram to PSG. Nathan Ake to Dortmund. Scalvini to Bayern. Again, Scalvini might be one that we look at down the line as well, but maybe not as much now because it's Bayern. Coman to Atletico. Akanji to Villa. I quite like that one, you know. I do quite like that deal. Oscar Glauc to Barcelona. Another Cam at Barcelona. Did he need any more? Cariolo up there. He's our top signing for 40 million. Pavar, 39.4. Eze has gone to Frankfurt. Upamecano has gone to Napoli. Griezmann to Spurs is an intriguing one. I don't hate it, but I don't know, to be honest, how it will go. He'll probably score against me at some point in the season. Seem to do when I complain about him. Fulham Mendy to Arsenal. Javi Guerra, Thiago Santos. Matthias Cunha has gone to Leipzig. Trubin has gone to West Ham as a goalkeeper. That's not a bad signing at all. Pat Matsar has gone to Forest. Interesting one, that. Richarlison makes a move back to Everton, which is an interesting one as well. Frank Yannick Kessié, he goes to Chelsea. Samuel Lino has gone to Club Bruges. Okay, I thought he was younger than he was. Never mind. Nicolo Ravella's gone from Juventus to Sevilla. Zalewski's gone from Roma to Forest. Some really interesting ones here. Josip Satalo has gone to Leeds. Right. Okay. That might help him stay up. Nicolas Sula's gone to Lyon. Michele to Fiorentina. Cabral to Sociedad. Baldanzi to us for 25 million is a bit of a good masterstroke of business in my opinion. I got hiccups for some reason. Raheem Sterling off to Lazio. Okay. Not where I thought he would go. Rafael Guerrero to Newcastle. Milos Kerkez to Spurs. Petrovic to Lyon, we know about that. Makoko to Milan is an interesting one. But it's a smart one as well, honestly. Morata's replacement down the line. Moreno goes to Marseille. Sadio Mane to Aston Villa is quite a fun one, to be honest. But he has gone down in range. Shitting hell. But it's quite a fun one. A good option to have. John Duran off to Lens, which is an interesting one. Fabio Vieira to Lazio. Bolka to Palace. I don't hate that. Valise to Osasuna on a permanent. That's stupid. But who am I to judge, I guess. Anthony Robinson off to Palace. Verbruggen off to Union Berlin. Tomiyasu to Freiburg. Casemiro to Chelsea. I'm so glad that went through. It's only on a 1-year contract as well at Chelsea. He's already gone down another overall, so we've kind of fleeced him to fuck there. Ike to Freiburg. I mean, I don't know how much more I can be arsed reading, to be honest, but the big ones, some of them are interesting. Hjulmand for only 18 million. It looks better than it is because obviously we sent Mount the other way. And then Stack in as well. I'm happy with our business. I know we struggled there a bit against Arsenal, but they've just gone unrealistic this fucking window, so it's fine. I'm not really too worried. I think most of the time we will beat our opposition. And we'll be in that title race. But yeah, Arsenal have just decided to buy everybody. As you saw, they bought fucking Alisson for crying out loud. Ogachuk was left Chelsea on a permanent. Kieran Trippier off to Stuttgart is a transfer I expect to see. Lewis Miley to Wolves is an interesting one. There's some quite interesting ones and then some quite stupid ones. Ortega to Girona's a good one for Girona, but interesting for City. This one is fucking stupid. Like, what? Whatever. Bajetic to Bayern. Could see that, honestly. That... My fucking days. And this one is probably the best one of the lot. Form poor. Well, it was only for the nostalgia factor anyway, to be honest with you. I might even give him the game against Palace. Ribeiro. We're kind of down the bottom end now, but that is pretty much a transfer window, and that is how we've done in our business as well. I think, again, unless something comes up that I can't, say no to, that's probably our business done for this window. That's our episode done for today anyway. Just want to look at growth a little bit here. Maz could take a while. Maguire's going to grow to 81 eventually. I'll maybe just fine-tune some of these off screen just to see. But, ladies and gentlemen, that will wrap up episode 1 of season 2. I know it's a loss and I know it's a difficult start, but it was a difficult start anyway because we had to play Arsenal. Next episode, we've got Crystal Palace, who I would assume are slightly easier. And before we do go, actually, after that, we face Liverpool. And I just want to see who Liverpool have. Because all I've seen is stuff about Arsenal. I've not really seen much Liverpool stuff. All I know is they've sold Alisson, and they'll need to replace him because who goes in net? Oh, shit, yeah, never mind. Forgot they fucking... Yep, you know what? Never mind. I forgot they had Mamadashvili. Well, that's sorted, I guess. Well, I've been proven to be dumb there. They still have Virgil. They don't still have Virgil unless it doesn't... I'm scrolling down now. They do have Virgil. He's still at a decent level. Honestly, Liverpool, I feel like we could beat them. But do still have some superstars. They've got Nico Williams, Szoboszlai as well. He's grown quite well. Chiesa's still got something in the tank. He's only 27, despite being perennially injured. Salah as well, still got something in the tank. It's not a bad all-around Liverpool team, but I think if you put us head-to-head, we should come out on top. I'm more confident getting a result against Liverpool than I was against Arsenal. Even though Liverpool were the ones that finished second, I know Arsenal finished outside the top four, but I mean, look at what they fucking have. We know what they have. They've just brought in Alisson as well. Alisson, 89. Calafiori, 79. I mean, it's not as good, but like they've got depth everywhere. Their squad, I would argue, who is this? They got a regen called Julian Mertens. He looks pretty good. It might be Trossard pre-gen, perhaps. I don't know. By the way, it's a good all-round squad. And again, they've got fucking Lamine Yamal, who they're not even using, which is mad. I just feel like Arsenal will be a lot more difficult to beat than Liverpool. So I rate our chances next episode. So next episode, looking at the calendar, we've got Crystal Palace, we've got Liverpool, we've got the calendar showing Fulham, Brighton and Spurs as well, but at some point a Carabao Cup game will be chucked in there, a Champions League group stage game will be chucked in there. It really could be up to anyone what our fucking next games are, but I'm going to leave it there for today. I hope this was an interesting first episode, and I hope the signings have been good, you like them. I know I'm not going overboard with the budget. I'm keeping some over for January, just in case we need to do something in January. Well, you guys have enjoyed for today. Take care, and I'll see you soon, where we get properly into the season.